talking for that. I always do welcome to Champions Poker Live. We're here at Champions Club, Texas, 6440 West End Houston Parkway. Thank you for joining us. This is Minwin and Mike Lanner. That's pretty much it. And then they'll do it where they do the graphics of the players. We can talk, and then they'll do the things we talk about the players a little bit, and then we go into it. I'll try to call the hands, and then you do any kind of.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, are you introducing all the players?
No, we'll do 1 to 3, 3 at a time. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear something? Mike Lanner. That's pretty much it. Oh my God, our voices are on. Turn your mic off.
Yeah. It's like 100 and what? 150, right?
Hi, welcome to Champions Club, Texas. I know. Welcome to Champions Club, Texas. We're coming to you live from Houston, Texas, at 6440 West Sam Houston. Oh. West Sam Houston Tollway South. We're here at the final table of the 15,000 guarantee tournament. We got a fun final table today.
My watch is out of battery today.
Last time I checked was 8:57, so it's probably.
No, pero se me acabó la pila hoy. Tengo que llevarlo.
Yeah. When she puts the, she does the first hand, 30 minutes later,
It'll be live.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Little audio problems on my end. I had something incorrectly plugged in. My name is Dan Faustiday. I'm the one that screwed up, not Minwin. Actually, it's Minwin tonight with Mike Lanner. We got a great final table. We got SS Train Laura here at the chip league with over 1 million chips. We got Chago, our tournament regular there, the 3rd seat. Remy in our 4th seat. Go ahead.
Got Poppy in the 5th seat as a short stack, 85,000. Beside him is Otto with 215,000.
And then we got Anthony in the 7th seat with 685,000. Looking pretty good. Anthony's been to the final table before. So has OWM in the 8th seat with 380K. And Richard with almost 800,000.
Thank you.
It's going to be a great fun time with Giovanna on as the dealer tonight. Looks like we're about to get started. The button is going to start in the 8 spot.
Blinds are 5, 10, 10.
Yeah, we don't have a minute of that left. They got to the final
Okay.
1 minute left in the level. So we'll probably have one hand at 5, 10, 10.
Jumping
The rest
right
will be
up.
at 10, 15, 15.
That puts Poppy under some heat. 85,000 chips. He's going to have to double soon.
SS Train's first to go.
I fold.
Speaking of Poppy there, he's folding. He's a short stack. He's the guy to watch to start with. Otto folding a pretty decent hand there, Queen 10 offsuit, but he's also a pretty short stack.
Yeah, those middle stacks have some incentive to play a little bit tighter right now.
Right?
But your jump from 7th to 5th is 4x, so there's really no reason to try to ladder up one spot.
Right. Take a shot at
Position
7th.
and the condition of my hand.
Yeah, they made a deal. So the
Kenny
7th,
Rogers.
8th, and 9th will each get $400.
More days.
Big flop for
Check.
OWM over there with top pair and the queen high flush draw. 525 at it.
And it's got Richard in a tough spot. Got him out pipped there. But Richard dumps it.
15, guys.
All right. No. Blinds are now up to 10,000, 15,000 with a 15,000 big blind ante.
So your third pair of headphones, are those working?
Hope so. Let me switch my headphones here.
Sorry for the
No.
issues here early on. We'll get it straightened
It's
out.
okay to pull the curtain back. You know, it's always good TV to. Thank you. It's always good to make fun of me. It's good TV. Chaga with an ace folding under the gun. The things are very different at the beginning here. People are just kind of feeling themselves up. Poppy folding ace and aces with short stacks. Probably a smart move there. I got the deal today, Mike, and it was a blast. I dumped a lot of these players today.
I thought you were retired.
I come out when they need me. I'm a break in case of an emergency, you know.
Nice.
You came out of retirement last week. I saw you in the box.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It's good to be busy.
Put me right into the big PLO game.
Yeah. So Fair, go ahead and he went ahead and defended with the 6-4 clubs. SS Train's got a big hand. Looks like she's thinking about raising here.
Raise.
Well, she's got the big chip stack, so
Yeah, chip stack and a pretty decent hand, honestly, when it's blind against blind.
she can keep the pressure on.
Fair is going to defend.
Fair better hope he doesn't hit his clubs.
Yeah. Everybody misses. But Fair, SS Train's got position and chips. I like to see her fire a little bit at this, but she should have every king, you know, raising, but it is blind versus blind. Good move, good raise.
Nice
Picks up-
job.
Yep.
That's what a chip leader, especially with the stack that she has, should be doing, keeping the pressure
Absolutely.
on.
You missed turbo play, Mike? I know you've played some WSOP events. You've played some events in Michigan.
Yeah,
MSPT stuff?
I'm a min cash expert. Yeah, I can win small tournaments and I can min cash the big ones.
Hey, it's better than losing every one, so we'll take that. Turbo play is very different. Yeah, we have great cash games. This week we had, you and Dan called some great cash games today on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, the cash games are really, really high level around here. It's splashy and deep stacked, but these guys really know what they're doing.
Right. But turn player is a different animal. This 15K is great. We had a little bit of an overlay. The club has no problem doing that for the players. Romaine with a big hand. 2 black jacks. Poppy in the short stack here. He's got 85,000. That's only, what, 7 bigs? A little more.
Yeah, you got 40,000 chips going into the middle every 9 hands. You better do something.
And the blinds are coming. He's not going to like it, but I think this is the move for him. Yep.
Yeah, you're going to wait for a better spot there. You're putting 40,000 chips
Yeah, in 2
in
hands.
one orbit.
Yeah.
So
In 2 hands are the big blind with 30,000 chips.
yeah. He's just
Oh,
hoping he's
wow.
up against something like Anthony has, the ace-king, where he's live. But now he's definitely...
Wow. We got a fireworks here in the 3rd hand of the final table.
Yeah.
Romaine's going to have a big decision when it comes back around to him. Fair likes to be correct. Romaine's going to tank for a second. Don't forget, we have our huge Fall Open Poker Series coming up on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have the Monster Stack. It's $400 for a $25,000 guarantee. We have the Great Horse Tournament at 5 o'clock that we were all looking to play, but unfortunately, we're streaming that night. Oh, he calls. 3 players all in.
I like the call. He's going for the win. He's not
Yeah.
worried about just laddering up these spots.
Romaine's a good player.
I mean, if these spots on the ladder were, you know, 10x, 15x of your buy-in, that's one thing. But he's not going to be satisfied with just a small cash.
Yeah. Great flop for jacks right now. Not a terrible flop for 5s. Picks up some extra outs.
Be a nice triple out.
Oh.
Man, I can see it. I can see it coming.
405.
Wow.
Double good.
Good hand. Nice hand.
And just like that, we're down to 7 players, and we have another player over $1 million. We have a new chip leader.
Damn, I had to-
Very nice hand for
I
Anthony.
mean, he's not falling.
That's poker. Nobody did anything wrong, right?
You gonna try the turkey?
No, all 3 players did exactly what they should have been doing, and same thing with Anthony. He's going for the win.
Trying
Right.
turbo tomorrow?
No, I'm not.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
You're killing everybody. I thought it was just me. Fast. I mean, it's just like, I mean, I can see the ace coming. So I don't
can feel it.
He's
I don't want to
psychic.
say anything, but I mean,
I always think the ace is
Ace
coming
king,
when I have
king,
ace
three
king.
up there.
I'm wrong a lot of the times, but I always think it's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, unfortunate to lose a couple players. An exciting hand, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
We have a new
he's
chip
not
leader now.
falling.
Anthony's a little bit over a million, 1.1 million.
No, he
And
had
SS Train's probably got a little bit under her.
Pocket fives, he has to do that with
Yeah,
85.
I mean, he was late, that was it.
No, I'm saying like you're not folding ace king before the flop.
No, you have to jam.
Folds, 7 folds, 8 folds.
Yeah, you don't have to jam, but that was a great,
Yeah.
great choice.
60, 60.
60?
That's what I said. You can make it 65 if you want.
It's just, this one is covered, so you can do one.
I'll yell next time.
Yeah, it sounds like that. Fold.
Richard making it 65 under the hijack. Both SS Train and Chago both fold an ace. Picks up a nice little pot with some limpers.
You, small and big.
Yeah, anytime you can take down a pot when the blind levels are starting to get higher and you don't risk anything, that's pretty nice.
You gonna play any of those series? I know you're working here. You got some projects going on, but you might have some free time.
You know, I might. I like the look of that first monster stack, and then who knows? We'll have to see how the week develops.
It will make my day to commentate with you on the final table. It will make my day.
Yeah. I might make the final table and then just pull out, just not play.
Or just sit there and blind off. It might be your best chance to ladder up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, but yeah, you're a good player. I think I'm gonna take a couple shots of the nightlies when if I got a free day.
Yeah,
I
that's a
can
good
only
idea
do
too.
yeah, I can only do the one and done.
2 folds, 3 folds,
Chago's been here before. He's won one about a month and a half ago.
7 folds.
A lot of familiar faces. These players are really beginning to enjoy Champions Club Texas. They're coming back for these great structures.
Yeah, Anthony lives in Atlanta, but this is kind of his second home now. He's been at this streaming table a few times.
Think so?
He's a nice guy. He orchestrated the deal to take some money out first, second, and third to make sure the 7th, 8th, and 9th got a little money. They all got 400. So your payouts right now are 400 for 7th and 900 for 6th. And that's the two ladders.
Prime, I mean, Prime, they put you in the, like, by the street.
Yes.
It's like a small room.
Well, this is like his studio, so it's like
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful.
Prime is just a table with cameras.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
I mean,
Ed and B and the team have worked really hard to get some of those new decorating the lights up for our new set here.
And they're still not happy. They're still
No.
going to keep working on it and just
That's-
make it the best it can possibly be.
Yeah, they're never happy. We're never happy.
1 call.
Richard calls. We got another call with King 10 of clubs. I like to see a raise somewhere, but that's going to probably be easy for a fair to SS Train to limp in here.
Raise.
She might raise it. Yep, good move.
That's a nice move.
I like it a lot.
You have a lot of options, good playability post flop if you get called.
A lot of chips too, so she's not too worried. And I like the oh wow,
Oof.
Chago's got a big hand. 2 red aces.
150.
Wow, that's a big raise. 150.
Oh, it is. Well, we were discussing earlier the overbet being much more popular, polarizing your ranges and makes some people think that you might be bluffing when you've got the goods.
Right.
In this spot, I don't think anybody has anything that they want to go to battle with.
No, not for 150.
Yeah, I got you covered.
That's like my 17th favorite hand.
Then you got to go with it.
His 17th favorite hand. I think it's Chago's #1 favorite hand.
I don't know. He's kind of a sicko. It's probably not even in his top 10.
Now, SS Train's got an interesting decision here. She's in for 40. It's going to cost her 110 more. She's got over $1 million in chips. It'll be 10% of her chips. Like you said, that's a very, well, my conversation's over. But it's a very good post-flop hand, and she knows she's closing the action. So she's not getting popped again. So.
King, queen.
Honestly,
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
You're out of position. Yeah.
You're out of position to a guy that's shown a lot of aggression. You've got the leverage, or he has the leverage of being able to,
70.
you know, she realizes that she's going to face further bets.
Right. There's the payouts we just showed. We got 400 right now for 7th, and we've got 900 for 6th. I think we got, it's going to show in just a second.
1,200 for 5th,
Right.
1,500 for 4th, 2,000 for 3rd, 3,050 for 2nd, and 5,150 up top.
Pretty good payday for a $200 buy-in.
Yeah, it's a pretty good day.
Ferris going with a big limp strategy. He limped with the King 10. Now he's limping here with the Queen Jack. It's not a terrible strategy. I like a little more aggression, but
Yeah, kind of more of a home game strategy.
Yeah.
You're hoping that the players are really tight here at the final table, and maybe they'll let you get away with it. But well, OWM has been studying this game a bit. I don't think he's going to let him get away with a limp here.
look at that. I think you're right. He's picking up a whole bunch of pink. It's like the Barbie movie here. That's a big raise.
8 raised to 70,000.
That's not too bad. About pot size.
9 folds. 1.
Picks up nice. The blinds plus the limp.
Nice job. Yeah, we'll keep his true identity hidden, but OWM is, he's been working harder at this game than almost anybody I know.
That's
The number
great.
of quizzes and tests and hand ranges he's been working
Oh,
on.
good for him.
Push it all in.
Pretty impressive.
Does he use Jonathan Little's poker coaching? That's a good.
Yes,
site,
actually
yeah.
does.
I mean, I had king, queen suited, jack, queen suited.
This could almost be a senior event.
Then I would be down there.
Yes. This is good though. We got rid of the young guys first, Remy and Poppy.
Get
Oh.
those kids out of here.
Was that Brian just walked by? The great Brian Freitas? Oh, looks like Otto's going to go ahead and jam here.
175.
Well, I believe that was Brian.
Yeah.
Not too many people as stylish as him.
7 folds. 8 folds.
I hope to help during the tournament some, but I really got to up my suit game. Either that or just go really frazzled and just be that guy.
Oh, man, I've been 10 years of just wearing comfortable khaki shorts and golf shirts, and I don't know if I want to get out of that.
I don't know. You look good. You look very leisurely.
Oh, well.
No, you look good. It's fun.
Can't even play with this.
Nice.
It's too big.
A lot of action this last table. People were, compared to the table I was at last week, it was a little slow going. There's a little. They're firing.
Like you rubbing something on me. Relax.
What's
Well-
up, Sma? Thank you for watching. If you guys are watching, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help us with our algorithm.
Like a lot of tournaments, all the values up top, so they may as well go for it.
Yep.
$35.
7 raised 35. 8 folds.
Like I said, the first day we've got that monster stack tournament. Looks like Anthony's opening for 35 with the ace-7 of diamonds. SS Train is thinking about defending with the king of hearts and deuce of clubs. And she does. Oh.
The two chip leaders going at it here.
Yeah, SS Train flops the best hand with a pair of kings.
7 bets 25.
And he should see bet here. He should have all the kings.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's just
She's just
going to
ran
be
into
80+% of the time people are going to see bet right there.
Right. Especially with the king on the flop. I think some other flops are different.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, we got a hand brewing.
If he keeps his story up, she's going to have a tough time calling with just king with a 2 kicker.
And he can definitely bet now.
No.
Now these. Oh, he checked it.
Yeah, already checked. So now she knows her king's good.
Right. I've hit this position a couple times. I like checking there and just picking off because you're really not. What you're targeting to?
Yeah.
What hand's going to call you with king right there?
Exactly. What are you trying to get to fold?
Right.
With your bat?
Oh, but she does
Oof.
get the value.
Wow.
Nancy Garrett's with the 6.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him make a bigger bet on the turn, but I think she's calling. So.
Well, I mean, you told the story pre-flop that you had a big hand. The
Right.
king hit. You did bet the flop, and you picked up equity on the turn, or at least outs on the turn. You could take another shot right there reasonably.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But I guess you also think ICM implications, like you said, they're the two big stacks. There's no reason to go nuts at that point. He's drawn the nuts. He's got some equity. Yeah, I like both
Yeah.
lines there completely. You know me. I always tend to be aggressive. I'm trying to see the other side. a
Oh,
little bit.
really? I think in tournaments, especially when you get all the money up top,
Yeah, go for it.
aggression is where you want to be.
Speaking of which, like I said, we have the monster stack coming in Wednesday, but on Thursday, that's the first flight of our 500, 150K guarantee. That's going to be a lot of fun, too.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome tournament. The whole schedule.
And we have a round of each tournament on Thursday. Otto with a big hand here, ace 9 of hearts.
You're good. Well, no, not really.
Well, according to
You have
someone.
to, with the king, you're always.
Otto dumping it. Ace
Yeah, and
9 of hearts.
And he jammed ace 6, right? Position's important, though. He's early position this time.
Out of suited ace.
8 4. 9 4.
Richard's a buddy of yours, right? Did we see him come down one time when we were sitting there talking? Is that the same Richard?
55.
No, it's
No.
different? Oh.
One base is 55.
Like Farrah.
Don't know him.
Yeah. Oh, OWM is what I mean.
Right.
Oh, this is interesting. Fair makes a pretty good raise, 55,000 with 2 9s. SS Train. And the little blind with ace 7 of clubs. It's 45 for her to call. She does defend.
Definitely worth a call, and actually a good spot to 3-bet,
Yeah, I like a 3-bet there too.
especially when it gets around to opening that late. They could have a very wide range.
Exactly. You can definitely 3-bet a cutoff or a button raise there.
That's not what you want to see with the 9s.
No.
Come on.
1 is only.
But he sensed some weakness and he pounced. I like it.
Yep, good move.
And he's short stacked, like you said. Nice shot of our lovely chips.
Yeah, it is strange to hear so many people compliment the chips, but they are nice. Nice.
You know, it's like when you play tournaments, that's all you're looking at, right? And if it's
Right.
pleasant to look at, then you compliment it.
Yeah. Well, it's the feel, too. They're
Yeah.
just nice and heavy, and they got a good sound to them, good feel.
I was talking to our boss, Isaac, and he said they went through a ton of different colors, and they picked these chips because they pop on camera, and they really do.
Good choice.
they built Champions around the stream. I mean, not really around the stream, but they made sure the stream was in all the decisions. I think Poppy's wife was on the stream. Or is that, I can't tell. Gabriel or Gabrielle? Or that's just kidding. What's up, Coy? Good night. How's it going, guys? Anthony under the gun. A lot of power there. So opens up for 35 with the ace-jack offsuit. Like you said, OWM is studied. That's a lot of power opening under the gun, especially for a small bet, too.
It is. And ace-9 off does not play well against the under-the-gun raise.
No,
So
not at all.
dump it. You know, even though they're down to six-handed, that's just not the spot right there.
No.
Well, you know, what are you hoping to be up against? You're either dominated or a coin flip at best.
At best.
It's recommended.
It's a good idea.
It's a recommended.
No, I'm talking about smoking a cigarette. That's,
Oh, yeah.
No, leave your mic on at all times.
No, because they can hear
you
you.
want to hear it?
Just
Yeah.
turn it off. Now would be a good time.
Now, Otto's only got 20,000 to call here. King 9's not terrible. Even short stack, I don't hate a call here just because you're close the action, right? And what Henry is going to get a little.
Yeah, it's that under the gun raise that gets you.
Right.
It's kind of the same situation as the ace-9. You know,
Right.
you're either.
I think it's different though because you're closing the action. The ace-9, you got all those people behind you too. Yeah.
There is value
Coming
there.
over here.
But you're right.
But
I think
you're
that's a
running
smart.
into a range of hands that King 9 doesn't do very well against.
Right.
So you may as well find a better spot and just shove it all in.
Years ago,
Wise words, Mike. You know, I'm glad that you're my senior. You give me some advice from my elders here. It's always good.
Well, I don't know how wise they are, but that's my opinion.
No, I
so.
think you're right. No, I think that's why poker is always going to be fun, right? We can talk about different situations, see different experiences, and how we see things. You're always learning.
until
And like you said, OWM is studying like crazy right now, right?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive when I talk to him about what he's been doing and how hard he's been working. So,
I just wanted the blinds in the end.
Well, it's such a show, and he's doing well.
I went, oops.
He's done really well. He's been in a couple of these final tables. I've seen him in some of our dailies do well.
yeah. Yep, absolutely. Hard work does pay off.
It does.
I've never done that again.
And the beautiful thing is, if you're in Houston, we have tournaments every day. I mean, you can come check, see if your studying is good. You can tell every
I think
day.
he tells the story a little differently than I tell it.
Oh, Anthony gets a walk.
He might have more colorful words.
What's up, Denny? Yeah, there was a good group. I dealt, like I said, I dealt earlier today, and everybody seemed to have a lot of fun. It's a good group here at Champions. The players and of course our staff is top notch. So I'm glad you had a good time.
Tournament field again was pretty tough.
Speak louder.
Yeah, it's always tough.
The great James Duke didn't even make the final table.
Oh, heartbreaking. He's a very good player. For all his fun and antics, he's a very good player.
Yes, he is.
God, I don't think I could smoke during the final table six-handed. I'd like to see every hand I possibly could.
Yeah, I don't think I could take a hand off either.
I hold my bathroom breaks.
At least you're not wearing a diaper.
Don't. Hey, I'll be playing some senior events next year, so be all right. So yeah, like I said, Thursday, Friday, Saturday will be our 150K guarantee. So we have they start at 11 every day on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then they'll restart it on Sunday at noon for the 150K. We will stream the final table there. We do have some fun tournaments. We have a round of each tournament on Thursday at 5. We have a Big O tournament on Friday at 5. Big O being what they call here Congress here in Texas. Oh, He'll talk about it too. They said we're can't talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just messing with you.
Yeah. No. I got instructions from Isaac. I'm punching this thing in. All right, Otto's going to jammer here with Jack 10. He's got position here. That's different. Otto's playing well. He's picking his spots well.
Yeah, Jack 10 plays really well against a
They
lot of the
feel
hands
like they call you.
that would call you.
Yeah.
Like even maybe some of the small pairs against his stack size is actually a favorite.
And it's not bad. Ace King, Ace Queen's not a huge favorite against 10 Jack. So he's smart. He took it was the cutoff. He only had to get past actually it was the button, so he
Yeah.
only had to get past the 2 blinds. So nothing wrong with that.
Yep, and it's a better spot than calling against the under the gun razor. So
Yep.
good job folding, picking a better
So
spot.
he took your advice and was able to pick things up. If you take my advice, he probably loses
Well,
all his chips
luckily
up.
he can't
I'm
hear
I'm
me.
getting paid
So
up. Is that okay? I'm getting paid. He was checking me out. You kill my hand? I was 2.5 arms.
Stupid. The handstand, Farrah. Don't smoke, dude. Don't go smoke. See, you know, it's like the guys say, smoking's bad for you. It's bad for you in poker, too.
yeah, might keep you out of trouble though. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I remember one night Helen was there and she was smoking and she had jacks.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
That definitely kept her out of trouble.
Yeah. Like Uncle Ron said, you throw that shit away. Oh, throw that stuff away. Apologize for the salty language.
Oh no.
I'm getting known for that these days. That's the second S word I've dropped the last 2
Position in
weeks.
the condition.
We need to have the, the mute button.
Yeah. I'm sure some people wish I had the mute button.
No one can mute you.
Yeah. Not much going on here.
9 bets, 35,000.
I still won with ace 10. I got called by
But
ace
Richard's going to open with A7 there. Now, Anthony picked up a pair here. That's interesting. He's going to defend at 35. This might slow Richard down.
100,000.
9 bets, 100,000.
Wow, he just
Whoa.
keeps on firing.
Really?
Really?
Really? 75?
Looks like he's taking it
You
down.
won't see him.
All right, a little gamesmanship going on here.
Oh, nice move.
On a gut shot, 6, give him the gut shot. No, I know, but on a gut shot, 7-5, he's not going to call 40,000 75.
What do you mean?
He's not going to. He's probably ace 7 suited.
75 suited?
So, guys, yeah, don't forget to come see us. We're still running tournaments Monday and Tuesday, our regular dailies before the big event.
I lost my big blind.
Yep, little warm-up events before we get going with the big stuff.
Blinded out on the big blind?
Yeah.
I chopped a daily this week. That was pretty nice for me. I was pretty happy.
You've been on a roll.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
The most fun tournament I've had in a long time was that PLO tournament we had a couple weeks ago when the Poker Go guys were here. That was a blast.
No, I would have waited. Because,
Yeah.
I thought it was the.
Some quality PLO players, and you took them
were.
down.
See? Just goes to show you, anybody can win.
I call.
9 calls, 15,000.
Richard, Anthony, just flat flats.
1 call, 15,000.
I don't know if SS Train's going to let him get away with limping, but 9-2 might not. Need a little bit something more than that. Just in case someone calls you when you squeeze them.
So we've got a little bit of something here.
1 check.
Got a gutter and top pair. Anthony with top pair and Richard with a gutter.
2 check. 7 bets, 60,000.
Please.
9 folds. 1 fold.
Just one fake sugar, I don't care which one. Just a, whatever, yeah.
Anthony picking up some more chips right there.
With light ice, please.
Straight.
Anthony convinced.
Phil Helmuth.
Who's Phil Hellmuth?
I did not.
Which one?
I think you had it straight. I mean, that's what that is. I saw a little arrow.
Think about it. Think that through.
I usually don't. I try not to.
I think their graphics guys are having some fun. I like the sense of humor.
No, I was. No. I know, but I didn't even know that was my big blind.
Must be they brought him some drinks over there.
Otherwise, I would.
Whatever it takes. 7-5, close cousin to Dan 7-4, but 7-5 can easily go into the muck.
9 holes. I'll announce it for you.
Richard was a blast to deal to. He was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How long were you dealing? Ooh,
I dealt.
Kings here.
Oh wow. SS train here.
Going horses.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
Let's hope that Chago doesn't have something.
For Chago's sake. SS train's thinking. I hope Chago got 2 queens.
Race.
Oh wow, he does have a little something. But he's going to be a little cautious. I've played with Chago plenty. He's a great player, good player. Cautious, but also knows, oh, that's a bad flop for Chago. Holy moly.
Yeah, that's about as bad as it can get. Let's hope he doesn't go crazy here.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be pulling for a certain player, but I do like the guy.
I do like the guy too. But I think he's going to be in a little trouble.
Yeah, he's definitely not going anywhere.
He's a great guy.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. Okay, now he might be going somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, well, he didn't like that at all. You just see his face. Well, he's got outs, as the kids say. He's got outs.
Yeah. As we know from the graphics, and he thinks he has 5 outs. He's really got 4.
Right. Even though it's bad. Oh,
Nope.
tough hand. That's a bit of a cooler.
Good game.
He'll be back.
Nice job. Wow. $400 final table appearance.
Yep.
Good day for him. Just couldn't quite ladder up there. Ran into a big hand.
The whole
And he had a real hand too. It wasn't like he was messing around.
Yeah, the small blind's going to open,
I have to say,
raise tons of hands.
I would say it when I
in
say
that
it, like,
spot.
It has to come natural.
So ace-10, you probably feel pretty good about it. Then when you flop top pair with top kicker,
Yeah. What else you want there? Against a blind? It's like blind versus blind.
yeah.
No, I think he made again. Everybody played it right, and somebody had to lose. So. I had a chance to talk about our new set. You see the new stuff that Ed and B and them put up? It looks great.
Yeah, they're working hard every day to try to improve things.
If I scoot my chair over a little bit, dealer.
I like it. It gives it a little bit of a more comfortable feel.
Right.
Because you have,
The room looks bigger.
You can see too.
It's lighter.
Yeah, I'm
Can-
gonna move my
can you-
chips over here in my card.
that's what I told you from the beginning.
so long as you got the same,
Put your chips on the other side.
so long as you use the
I'm
same
gonna-
blind,
yeah, I'm gonna
it won't
use-
make
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah,
difference.
absolutely.
You can move the
Something
chips
production
over.
people. I don't want to delay the game. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
you
you.
use it using the you move
Yes,
the
I'm
chips.
still using number 2.
I feel a little tension between Fair. Oh,
Okay.
speaking of big hands, Fair has got the red aces that seem to be going around.
You need a forklift?
Yes, I do. It's a nice problem to have.
Yeah, it is a nice problem to have.
It's very nice.
That's a big raise.
That's a real big raise.
Almost more than 6x.
But he left some back just to hopefully entice somebody in.
I raised too much.
Yeah, you did. I think he's right. I think he raised
Yeah.
way too much. He makes it 45 or 50. You don't mind a caller there. There's only a couple players behind you.
It was not the biggest key.
Yeah, it's tough because nowadays people are working on those polarized ranges of betting your real strong hands, overbet.
Right?
Just telling me
And the old thinking was that you're only doing that with hands that you want people to fold,
This might
but
be a few, but no, I actually appreciate it.
maybe the fact that it was over half his stack probably raised some alarm bells with people.
Yeah, like right there with these player profiles and being exploitive, I think a 45 would have been fine, or even just a 2x would have been fine. 40.
Yep, maybe trying to make it look a little bit bluffy, but it's hard to look bluffy when you've committed your whole stack anyway.
Those
Yeah.
chips.
Ooh, pretty.
They look beautiful. Blue.
Yeah, David just announced they're bringing in the 100K chips. They're gorgeous. The baby blues there. Look at that. That pops good, doesn't it?
Yeah, you definitely won't confuse them with any other chips either.
No.
You did my final table at Ryan.
Yeah.
Last year because I organized the voice, but you were nicer over there. Now
Graphics
you-
make it look like he folded aces, but I'm pretty sure he didn't.
you were
He's
doing-
still complaining about getting here. It's your fault you went to get a smoke, Farrah. Farrah's a character for sure. He's been around Houston
Yeah.
poker for a long time. I was dealing to him, and I asked to make change. He goes, I just lost a hand. He had mounds of chips. So he goes, you just tell me. I didn't do your losing hand, dude. That's on you. He gave me the chips. His bark's way bigger than his bite. Oh, interesting flop here. They both got a gutter, and SS Train's got the straight and the flush draw. She's gonna fire a little money at this for sure. Anthony and her have been really going a little battle there. SS Train's got 1.6 million out of the 4.3. She's got almost a third
Man.
of the chips.
Yeah, she came in with the big chip lead, and she's still accumulating chips. It's almost like she's done this before.
Maybe once or twice. They were very excited to be back here and see our studio and our stream table. I think once you get to see this, really see the first-class operation we have here at Champions Club, Texas. Oh, here's my man.
Oh, yeah, the great Brian Freitas.
Yes, Brian always brings drinks. He does not come in empty-handed. This stream just got better, guys.
I'm going to bow out and give my microphone to Brian here.
Yeah, we're down a mic, so. Oh, really? Yeah.
No music?
The great Brian Freitas coming in. I started pumping our big Fall Poker Open, Brian, so hopefully you can give them more details.
Oh, yeah, man. What's up, guys? Yeah, hey, thanks. Yeah, Fall Poker Room coming up
You know, what's his name?
in just a couple of days, only like 3 days, 2 days.
God, do you feel that? You have a couple things to do, don't you?
Oh, man. Yeah. No, we got a few things to do. We're getting ready, but everyone's right
I
there.
don't know the guy who's
Here's the
romantic
sound of
with
freedom.
beep.
No,
That's
we
not-
played the saxophone.
Oh, Kenny G.
Kenny G.
Kenny G. Kenny G. Oh, there we go.
So Anthony made a big bet, 50,000 with a king in offsuit. OWM's going to
Yeah,
defend
Kenny G was playing in the background. I
his
wouldn't
big blind with queen
Yeah,
jack
just like
offsuit, just for 30,000.
Something like.
We're going to see a flop. Swing and a miss for both. Let's see who's more aggressive.
mind. It's better to be silent.
That's one of the
I'll put my money on Anthony on the aggression department.
I don't hate that.
So Candy Dolfer, I like her. She's a saxophonist.
okay.
So as OWM's thinking here, we were talking about our main event coming up, and you and I are both talking. We'd be sad if it doesn't make $1 million, even though we only have a 750K guarantee on it.
Oh yeah, I absolutely expect to make $1 million. My number was 1.2, and there's been people that have said it might even go north of that. So
Yeah. so-
people are calling in. We got a great call from a guy from New York, and he says, "Yeah, I just saw your structure. He said it looks so good. I got to come out. I'm bringing some friends."
I can't wait to have new people experience this room.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're really excited about this tournament series, and get some exposure for some people to come out and see what this is all about, and just what the buzz is about. So we are really excited and pumped about it.
So I got as far as the weekend, right? The 150K Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the restart on Sunday. And then we're talking about some of the different ones. I love having the Congress and the round of each. And as much as it breaks my heart, we're not going to be able to play the horse tournament because we're streaming on Wednesday.
Oh no, that was it was the most asked for day off of all of the end plays. here
I
at the
think we
convention.
might pull the plug. Right? There's a power plug? Just kidding, Isaac. I am just kidding. Again, this is Dan Fouts talking about pulling the plug. We don't know where Min is.
Yeah, no. So yeah, we're gonna look. I wanted some Omaha. You know, Omaha's getting bigger and more popular, and a lot of people play
Especially
it
here
here.
in
Yeah,
Houston,
they love
yeah.
it here in Houston. So I wanted to put some Omaha variants in there. So, you know, Big O, of course, is great. And a round of each. So, you know, maybe you're feel like you're a little stronger in Hold'em, but you like Pillow too, so you can play the round of each. That's going to be a fun one.
Right, and the first PLO 100K flight is Sunday night, right?
It is. It's going to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So the first flight is at 6 p.m. on Sunday, and then we'll have
The regular
two
5 o'clock flights for the Monday.
5 o'clock flights on Monday and Tuesday, but yeah, a little later just because Sunday's a really busy day for us that day. We've got
Yeah.
big restarts and probably a one-day PKO bounty or something else like that.
I was going through the schedule. I know I've got a work stream and then work poker, but I'm going to sneak in a couple of those nightlies for sure.
Yeah, we're hoping people want to come play the nightlies. You know, I mean, those you can get points for the Tournament of Champions of the nightlies, and you know, there's a 25K free roll. We're going to put 25K right back to the players. The top 27 players are going to be able to compete for that, and we're going to put 10K on the first place prize of that, so you can take home 10K in a free roll, and all the nightlies count. You know, you can get points for nightlies. You get first place in a nightly, you're probably going to get 13 points, maybe even more if it happens to be a really big field.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you put some of those Omaha stuff in there between the round of each, the Big O, and then the actual 100K championship.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So, and there's a lot of Omaha players. We've had a lot of big PLO games here lately. We have a really big PLO going on right now that's been going on for a couple of days. So.
Well, Houston's supposed to be one of the PLO capitals of the country, so prove it, Houston. I don't think you're that good at PLO. Let's see if one of Houston can win against the rest of the country. Houston against the world in the PLO championships, right?
Absolutely, that's going to be a fun one. So we're excited about that. And
just to throw some I'm rooting for a Dallas person. I'm going to just say it right here. Go Rangers. Let's go.
Oh, man. I'm from the West Coast, man. I can't go ahead.
Three-way action here. Well, it's funny. We haven't had too much action. We've had those big three-way pots, and they're swinging and missing. It's just aggression. Aggression's taking it. So, Brian, you worked hard today. You were up early, scrambling this morning. We had a good turnout.
Yeah, you know, it was a good turnout today. Really excited about that. With you know, a lot of poker goes on here in Houston. There's a lot of places you can play poker, so it was great to see that. And I actually got to deal a few hands today.
Yeah, me too. It's actually fun to deal with these players. They're good, generous players. They're fun.
I like to, you know what I love dealing. I had a blast dealing. I dealt for quite a while, and it was always great. So it's always fun to get back in the box. And I'm not too bad, man.
You're pretty good, man.
I still got a pretty good pitch, man.
I'll tell you right now. I'll take our floor dealers against any dealers in the country.
I mean,
between you, David, April, Adrian. Holy crap!
Adrian Lopez. I mean, come on, right there. April. David is one of the cleanest dealers.
Oh, David is so smooth.
Yeah, he's very smooth. So
he's so smooth. It doesn't look like anything's happening, then the hand's over.
Yeah,
you know,
he's just, so yeah, a lot of people don't know that. You know, the less motions you have to do, you know, to clean, you just move once in any direction, basically outside to inside, and that's it. And everything is smooth. You get so many more hands up.
Oh, OWM here with when they come up with an ace, I think he's going to make a little raise and try to pick up the pot. Yeah, and I love that you're keeping the integrity of our tournaments. We got good structures, no frills, no tricks. It's just good, solid structures and good tournaments.
Yeah, you know, all of us here on the poker team came up in ace queen,
big
and king jack of diamonds.
3-bet jam.
Count that for me, Chris.
265,000.
$245. 240?
265 is what he reported too, but it looks like
265. That's right. 245 more to call. Look at those pretty chips, Brian.
Yeah, I do like our chipsets. I like all three of our chipsets.
This is my favorite set, though. This tournament set, I like having the blues out.
The blues.
OWM here. 215 to call. He's 305. It's going to be a tough call for him here. Wisely lets it
Good
go.
fold.
Yeah.
Good aim.
Thank you.
So we have, again, we have all those tournaments. Then we have the 150K this next week.
Absolutely.
And then we have the 100K PLO.
Rep. And
Right after that, it's the main event of 1,300 for a 750K guarantee.
absolutely. They all overlap a little bit, so if you run deep in one, you can still plenty of flights to get to the next one. So we want to make sure everyone gets their chance to play. And like I said, we came up the poker team. We came up on the WSOP circuit. We've all worked at the WSOP for the WBT, so good structures, and we want to run good tournaments. So this is kind of like bringing a little bit of the circuit here to Houston.
Right.
The way we built the schedule, with multiple tournaments every day, nightlies, satellites to get into other tournaments, and
120,000.
Ace King.
Big raise, 6x raise to 120 with Ace King.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Otto, short stack with Ace 9 here is going to have a tough decision.
Call.
Yeah, he might be a little trouble here.
You verbally declared. Oh, I did, didn't
Yeah, call, 120. He did say call.
I? Yeah, you're right. I didn't.
He's thinking one thing, but I think he's probably going to just jam this thing in on the flop. He's unbluffable.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if he's wise. This would be awesome. He lets this hand go. He's drawing so light. He folds it. Oh, what a great fold. Way to go, Otto. Otto, when you look it back, you're going to think that was a good mistake and a great fold. Good job, Otto.
Yeah,
the graphic showed 1%. He was at 1%. He had to catch running nines.
Yep. And now he just,
Good for Otto. I like it. So yeah, like I said, I think with y'all's experience and people talk about there's Houston this, Houston that, but people like good values. They like good structures, and I think that's what we're going to give them next week.
Absolutely. Definitely, we pride ourselves on good structures here at Champions, and a lot of the comments we get is exactly that about our structure. So they're going to be really great tournaments. All of them are going to be really great. The 1 days, the turbos, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to it. Everyone's hyped over here. Nope. No naps. I stopped taking naps. I had my last nap 3 days ago, and I probably won't have another nap till October
3rd.
Probably the 5th, because
there's stuff to do afterwards, right?
Oh my goodness, yeah. At the end of a tournament, after everyone leaves, but that's all right. This is I've been waiting for this for 2 years. You know what I mean? Champions brought me on. I just had my two-year anniversary with this company, and the club's only been open since May. So they brought me on a long time ago, and this is what I've been waiting to do. So I'm super excited about it. It's great.
Richard Pops talks top pair. He checked his position and the condition of his hand. That's what he says. He likes to rhyme. Susan's not going to like it so much when she fires off here.
Check my position. And the condition.
Yeah. Susan did pick up a spade draw here. Oh, she didn't get there. It's interesting here.
100,000.
It's interesting. I thought those were headphones at first. They're just noise. He doesn't like having all that noise sometimes. He puts them on so he can think.
It can get loud in these poker rooms. Yeah. I remember when we did the 30K free bullet powder keg event and we were full spread. It was loud.
It really was.
But we also have a private room, so if you want a little more privacy, you can get the private room and have a lot of peace and quiet. Put whatever music on you want.
And you were talking about some of the bigger games that are coming here. I really like that our security is just top notch, man. Everybody I've talked to has been very impressed.
It is one of the most impressive things. We take it absolutely seriously, and I mean all the way from the founding members of this club and every single position from the top down. Security is really the #1 key thing here.
It was funny. I heard one of the players that is one of the bigger game players talked about talking to our head of security, Trent. And he said, I'll give you advice on how to drive home, which routes to take, and this and that, which routes to keep yourself safe. And that's the type of service we have from top to bottom.
Absolutely, you know,
Yeah.
he's spent years in law enforcement, you know.
Yeah, he was the chief deputy marshal in Dallas. That's
Absolutely,
a big deal.
for many years, and has a lot of different specialties, but I believe threat assessment and things of that nature are part of it. So he's really put together a phenomenal security team who take their job very seriously, and also are on the customer service side of it too. So it is just really great.
Otto finally's all in, and he gets rewarded with an 8. He's got the best hand right now, I think. 10-8. Queen, yeah, he still has the best hand. Oh, is there a straight? Yeah, 10-7 got there, unfortunately. It's in the pot, 85,000. He's going to fire a little bit at it, I think.
I'll take one more look. Did I have 10? Oh yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, shoot.
I
That's
did have 10.
10-7.
I thought I saw that.
Hope they don't got 10 jack. They fire at it.
Shouldn't take it that long, just bit. I thought it was one more river coming.
Showdown, please. All hands stable.
Great.
Is that all?
Otto's going to finish in 6th place here.
Nice meeting you.
Nice
I
meeting you
wasn't
too.
sure.
Nice seeing you.
Otto picks up a nice $900.
Enjoyed it.
Our next pay jumps
Have a
$12.50.
good evening.
Thanks for playing, Otto.
Otto's a good guy. I got to deal to him today.
Can we take like 5
I
minutes
forgot how much fun it is dealing.
You want to do
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Whatever you guys
It
wanna
really
do.
is a lot of
You
fun.
want to do ICM? You want to look at it? You want to
I got into this business, started as a dealer, so
whatever.
you know,
you want to play?
up in Lake Tahoe and
I'm
Reno.
off the
So back in the day. Oh, there we go.
Back
25K Tournament Champions free roll. We're going to put 25K back to the player pool. So the top 27 players are going to qualify for that. It's 10K up top for first place in that free roll. So earn your points, 18 featured events. And your points for...
And we got trophies for all 18 events.
All
though, right?
18 events have trophies. That's the nightlies. That's all of the 5 p.m. events. Anything with a number. You look at this. If you look at the schedule, if it's got a number, it's got a trophy, it will qualify for points. Of course, the satellites do not. And there is a last chance tournament on the day of the tournament champions. Obviously, that one can't qualify.
I had
But,
ace 7 suited.
It might go down to the wire. Everything up to the final nightly, which actually starts, after the main.
Yep. Those are always fun. We're going to do my battles. You and I were talking about. We're going to try to keep those updated
But hey, good.
every night. We're going to get those updated. We'll get it up to you when you come back next morning. You'll have the updated terms. I'm throwing my hat over the wall because that's my job. Making sure they're updated.
Absolutely, we're gonna have that. We're gonna keep that leaderboard posted. I'm gonna try to get it on our front entrance screen digitally, so you can walk right in and see what's going on. A couple of pocket pairs here.
Yep. And you know what? Oh, yeah, it's a good fold there. He doesn't have enough chips to speculate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just making sure that they're awake. But they are awake.
That's
Did he say hand 27 was the one that was read by? Wow, 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 wow. Anthony flops a full house here. Deuce is full of aces. The 2 chip leaders going at it, and one's got a huge lead.
how much can he extract? Is what he's thinking right now.
He's just flatting here. SS Train can be saved with an ace or a 9. Oh, my
there
gosh!
is the 9.
Holy crap!
No waiting on the turn.
Oh, she's
AQ
checking
is
it.
about to.
Ooh, this could get crazy.
Now she's thinking, how much can I extract?
That's right.
I mean, she's probably not putting him on deuces there anyway, so.
She could put him on a small ace, right? Ace
That is
the way it played out.
Absolutely.
She's definitely going to put a raise in here. I hope so. No, let's count out 80. No, she's putting 85.
85?
Yep.
Wow. Wow, this is interesting. I think with this stack size, you got to put some money in on that turn to get it all in the river. Ace 10's a possibility. Oh, that's interesting. He's got to put on an ace. He's called.
$135 is the best.
Surely she's going to raise here. I think if she raises, what do you think? It's hard for him to go crazy. He'll probably call, but I don't think he's going to go over the top.
Yeah.
Ace 10's a real possibility. Ace 9's a real possibility.
How
There,
much she's
there it
putting in the
is.
ring?
300,000.
Calls 300.
He calls.
Filling.
Yeah, not.
Oh my God.
That
So I
that
could've went
pot,
all in.
if they went in the turn, they would have got. They've got a lot more money in the turn.
Yeah.
I think so. Well, she doesn't know that, but yes.
Wow.
Mike
Wow,
said if
that's
she's going to
twice,
call
so
3, will she call 8? I think she could have sized it a little bit bigger
Killer.
because he's bet. He's got to at least have an ace there. She could definitely size it bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty cautious on that hand. for
Though
sure.
I would have liked more money in on the turn. I think you get enough money in the turn that you it's over on the river. She wins this tournament, which makes a bigger bet. But she doesn't know that, of course. You know, it's easy to break people's play out when you know all the cards. It's pretty easy. You're a genius when you know all the cards.
I knew you had pocket deuces. I thought you had an ace.
Flop, deuces full. She turns 9s full.
I thought you had an ace, like ace something. So that's why she's gonna get away.
So if you are thinking about coming out, you want to get a room, call us up, check us out online, championsclubtexas.com. Use the code FALL23, FALL23. That'll get you. That's the poker rate, 119.
Great rooms, guys. Food's going to be
Bargain
amazing.
time, huh?
Service.
You didn't believe me?
Nothing.
Chef Connie has extended the kitchen hours, and she will be handling quite a bit of the duty herself.
Oh,
Chef
man,
Connie
she's
is
working enough already.
Yeah, she's.
I wasn't worried about deuce, ace, ace. I was worried about
Chef
ace.
Connie, as anyone who has ever eaten here knows, the food is amazing, and there's a reason because she puts everything into it. And she just she wants the best for everyone, so she's going to put in some extra hours, keep the kitchen
Yeah, I
open.
didn't-
You're going to see her all hours of the day and night. She's created some special things just for this series for late night. There's some fried rice bowls late at night. And
That's
some,
the best thing for light, man. Get some carbs.
Oh yeah, there's going to be. She's come up with a couple different things for a late night menu, and we'll be debuting those for the tournament. And yeah, we're just really super excited. We've.
Anthony CV rebound here. He's still got plenty of chips, $500,000 with ace queen.
AQ, that's him. He used to go AQ.
That was his.
Ace queen. That's his.
Did he play with you a lot during the Choctaw some of the series, or just got to meet him here in Champions?
AQ. Actually, I met him in Tulsa on one of the circuit stops a year or two ago, and of course, he came and stayed at Champions for a while right after our grand opening, and he played here. And
he made some fouls. OWM's got a tough decision here. Anthony looks like he's a little steaming, but look at this. OWM shows tons of discipline there, folding the ace-9 on the button.
Is that a steam or you have real?
that's a good fold.
that's a good
I'm not a fan of ace-9. It's my least favorite hand, I think, in
Yeah.
all of poker. I think so many people get in trouble with it.
But here's the sick thing. I would have went this. Well, he just lost a big hand. He's steaming. I'm going to jam with this ace-9, and I'm out of the tournament. You know?
Right.
So AWM does a great job there folding.
Yeah, get rid of it. I feel about ace-9 like Uncle Ron feels about jacks.
Right. You're both wrong, by the way.
Right in the
So we're gonna take ask for a 5-minute break?
I mean, Dan's around 7-4 diamonds.
Oh, okay.
I always find myself in places
I'll
in
let you get
tournaments
mine.
where I have ace-9 and I'm like, oh man, I have to go with this right now. This is just horrible. Wow, I hate this hand. Why?
Yeah, you're like
And then I
embarrassed to
lose.
turn it over when you go all in.
Son of
Should I do the famous?
Let's try this. I want to let Mike
Wasn't
talk some.
luck, I would not. Infamous Elmu tribute at Garrett Champions. If it wasn't for luck, I'd win every one.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Yeah, I think that was great discipline to fold the ace-9. Your cutoff could be open in a very wide range, but he didn't have any fold equity if he jammed, so he's getting called by everything. A lot of hands that have him dominated, so good job.
Yeah, I thought I'd get some wisdom from Mike into it. Just everything looks like a jam to me.
I fold.
When you're a hammer, the world looks like a nail, right? That's the way it works.
So the only way you can go smoke, you have to go all the way.
Hey, Q picked up a little middle suit connectors here. Ace of clubs. He raised it to 50,000. SS train. Jack 10 of diamonds. That's a really great hand.
We're
Just
talking
makes the
about
call.
this. He's going to smoke. 5-handed.
With a relatively
Hey,
short
you
stack.
gotta take it. Oh, pair of jacks there for SS train. Backdoor clubs. For AQ, oh, club on the turn.
Got a gutter and a club draw.
Absolutely, that's a great card. For AQ.
Looks like.
Absolutely.
You know, it's funny. I was dealing to Laura, SS Train, when there was 12 players. She was like, I can't wait to make the final table. You sure? You want to? I'm just going to say it right now. I'm making the final table. She's doing a good job. More than doing the final table. Oh, wow. See, I'm talking. I don't see that. Well, she is running over the blue skirt. She's at half the chip now. She's got 2.2 million out of the 4.3.
Yeah, she not only made the final table, she's putting on a clinic here. She's keeping pressure on and
You saw the hand?
picking her spots well.
Absolutely.
I flopped a full house. And then she turned.
She's played a lot of the Choctaw events, so
Yeah, she was fun to play with today.
absolutely.
Lead a mark.
We're down to 5 players.
Oh, thank you.
4 players and a smoker.
Yes. I dare to tell you, smoking's not addictive. We're leaving a final table to go take a cigarette.
Price of poker just went up.
Yep. Take it.
Looks like the line just went up to 1530.
He's out. Burn those cards. Burn those cards.
9.
Burn those cards. I didn't realize Richard was so funny. I actually.
Not necessarily.
Hey, you know, when you're Richard's age and it's 11 o'clock at night,
You could easily have ace 10.
or 10:41,
Ace 10.
Oh, at 30.
you get into the happy hour.
We need to start selling some T-shirts with some of these slogans.
Burn those cards. Throw those jacks away. 7-4 got there. Oh, I'll make that for Dan. 7-4 got there.
It always gets there.
Oh, big hand from AQ there. Boy, that's strange. Just keeping the pressure up. But he's ready. Good raise there. He's just jam there.
Fold. Nice one.
2 folds.
He's thinking, God, thank gosh he got 2
Reduce
deuces.
this
Goodness.
again. Quads.
I needed to do something.
One empty.
There it is again, top 27, 18 feature events there, points like you said. We're streaming that final table as well.
Absolutely. We're going to stream at least five final tables. The Monster Stack final table will be streamed. The PLO Championship, the 150K multi-flight main event, obviously, and then the Tournament of Champions. And depending on how things are going, we might drop in a few other surprises. There's a couple of things that could be really cool.
Well, I hear the first night, as much as I kid around about not playing the horse tournament, I think we got a 10-25 hole going that first night on Wednesday.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
Yep, that's going to be a great cash game. So we're going to throw some cash games in there. We're going to have some tournament action. So, yeah, it's going to be a great 2 weeks all the way around. So Champions Poker Live, and then, of course, the Champions Club Fall Poker Open.
SS trying to pick up a big hand here, ace of spades, queen of
Ho,
diamonds.
ho, 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 ho.
That's got to be Richard.
It's a good guess.
Playing the part of James Duke today will be Richard. He wants to defend so bad. It's no fun giving up those chips.
Yeah, but what can you do there with Queen 5? That's just, you just got to.
Really, you're just tanking just to make yourself feel better.
Right.
It's the whole I can't believe I got to fold again.
God, this sucks. senior event. I know that some players talk about senior event, ladies event, but it's the Fall Poker Open. All the tournaments are open to everyone.
Yeah, you know,
We really decided on. We might have those events later. Right now, this is the first tournament. We want everybody to play.
I promise we will have a ladies event here at Champions Club Texas in an upcoming series. I promise we'll have a seniors event. This one we just want to, so we're doing this 25K free roll. We're putting 25K, you know, back to the players. And I just, you know, we wanted as many events, we wanted as many chances for as many people to play all the events at any price point. So we wanted to try to have, you know, 9 nightlies and then some $250 price points and then the more expensive price points. And so anywhere from 150 to 1300, and so we just wanted as much chance for everybody to play. So we didn't want to have, you know, a couple of slots where it was closed out, where not everybody could play. And yeah, it was just a decision that we made because we just wanted to make this one open for everybody and just let as many people come to Champions. But I promise, ladies, and I promise seniors, I'm all about those kinds of events. I'm a huge fan of those. And we're going to bring some to our regular weeklies now. I think we're going to bring a ladies, and I want to bring back a monthly seniors. We were one of the first seniors here in Houston. It was, and you know, and
Mike and I played a couple of those.
Yeah, we ran for a little while.
I'm the champion of the last event that we ran. So,
and so yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of those, and they are coming, and I promise, and I want everyone to look forward to those, but. I want everyone to come out for the Fall Poker Open. It's going to be such a great event, and we're going to have such a good time. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. God, I can't say. That's all I can say about it. We're stoked. That's all I think about lately.
You'll be busy as heck with it.
I'm already busy, but yeah, no, I'm going to be really busy. Everyone will be able to see me. If anyone has any questions, I'm always out there. Just ask for me. I'll come say hi, and we can talk poker. We can talk structures. We can talk all that stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun.
always over a hopadillo.
Hey, hopadillos are great. After 7 p.m., you might see me with a hopadillo. I've got this deal. They did. Everyone says I drink it all, but it is a very popular beer.
You've made it popular here. Everybody wants to be like Brian.
Everyone's playing 7-4s and drinking hopadillos. They'll take it. Come down to Champions Club, man. It's like a family here. Everyone, we love it. We love the players, and we just really love poker. We love the competition and the camaraderie. It's kind of part of our thing here, and we try to do it with class, and we just really enjoy it, and I think that people notice that when they come here to this club. They just really do.
Nothing but the best. They've sure bent over backwards to hire the best people, and they've done everything they can to make this top notch. So.
And they're real charitable. They hire the best people. They got Ryan.
That's what I'm saying. Americans with Disability Act.
I was referring to Brian, not necessarily, you know.
All kidding aside, I came in from Dallas.
Yeah, I don't want to do an ice cream right now. I'm going to wait at least till 2 of you get out.
Another 2? Good luck.
Maybe.
Yeah, you know, the staff here, we've been working together for over a decade, most of us for 13 years. Our combined experience is there. And we actually all learned from the best. Some of the OGs in tournament poker. I mean, absolutely. We've worked with everyone. We've worked with Jack. We've worked with Matt Savage. We've worked with Dennis Jones. We've worked with Jimmy Sommerfeld. We've worked, who's one of the original G's, Kevin Ferguson, and you know, Jessica Hudson. You can name all of the biggest players in tournament poker.
I agree with her. I'm not an ICM either.
265.
Ferris had an interesting decision here. It's almost his whole stack to call. He's got 285. Got an ace 8 suited.
265.
But he does have
I'm well run anymore.
SS train behind him.
Laura, yeah.
You say it with authority, I say.
We got to take that into consideration. The page up's 1250 to, I think.
And to answer your question, you go all in there. I'm not going to call.
That's the page up.
Yeah, if he was closing out the action, it might be a call, but with Laura behind him.
And he's got a big blind behind him, too.
Yeah, because maybe you think I have ace 10, ace 9.
No, I mean, you know, Open, you have ace king, right? You raise
Fold the
break.
ace eight, looks like.
Ace king, ace queen.
Yeah.
Bars, no threat brew there with tens.
Yeah, it was just a fantasy that that would have happened. But I wasn't
It
gonna,
happens. I've seen everything under the sun that you could possibly.
I fold.
Two folds.
So Nathan picks up nothing there, it looks like.
Ooh, yeah, one of my
OWM will
outs.
pick up some blinds.
That was just
Good
brutal.
job,
Several
OWM.
sets.
That is horrible.
Hard.
Like you said, it's 75,000 in orbit.
Well, there's
Someone
different-
loses a lot of chips.
Yeah.
Well,
in
there's
big league.
different ways too, right? Like,
What ways?
Well, Richard
what
got-
ways is that if somebody.
I can understand the bladder,
both flop
but not the
sets.
cigarette smoking.
With
You know,
you
just
have
in case,
a
Brian, I
full
think we
house
should
and
get
then
a
somebody
Depend
catches it.
sponsorship.
Oh,
So these
man.
tournaments go a while, so.
You know, it happens all the time. But it's just like,
They do. We want everyone to
brutal.
we want everyone to have enough play.
But
Like I
on
said,
that
there's
flop,
no breaks
I
in the
mean,
stream table.
what-
Right, we can play on.
Yeah, we pretty much play on, you know what I mean? And then, of course, when we're coming to the fall poker, some of these bigger tournaments, there's going to have to be some breaks because there's no way around it. But yeah, when we're doing these one days, we try to get the break, give everyone a 20-minute break before the stream starts. And then we pretty much try to hammer it through as much as possible. Stream typically doesn't take, 3-hour final table, maybe a little longer. Obviously, if it gets too long and we need to pause for a moment, we're
In
gonna
30 minutes, the players can decide to all jump at once and come back. Even if the clock's running, they can make that decision.
absolutely.
30-minute blinds.
Never heard anyone knew so much about everybody.
I think that every time late at night when I'm commentating on these, like, God dang it, Brian. This question should have been 20 minutes. This should have been done an hour and a half ago.
Like I said, we come from a long line of 30-minute tournaments, but there will be some faster ones. There's a couple one days on the tournament schedule. So if you can just play a one day, we've got a couple of on Sundays, I believe.
It's just
20-minute level
in the Hold'em game
tournament, one-day tournament. So that's a little quicker if you like a little faster structure. I think there's a progressive knockout bounty, which I think is going to be action-packed. And then we have yeah, we do. Yeah, one-day PKO. I believe it's a $300 buy-in. It's a black, I say black chip, but 4-quarter chips because it's progressive. And I believe that's the first Sunday. And then the following Sunday we do a turbo no limit hold'em, and that's just a good old-fashioned 20-minute level, $300 buy-in. I think there's a 10K guarantee on that one.
And we got a cheap way to get into those tournaments, those Omaha sweats, right?
Everyone, there's a lot of gamble here. There's a lot of gamble here in Houston. And so we're going to run all kinds of satellites. We have $135 satellites with seats guaranteed. We've got $250 satellites. Lots of ways to get to the main. But every morning before the main, probably about 1 hour before each flight, we're going to do good old-fashioned Omaha sweats. Everyone's going to get their 4 cards face down. We're going to bring out a flop. We're going to bring the turn face down. And we're going to bring the river up, and then we're going to have a sweat. It's going to take, 2 minutes per hand, but we're going to get those. Yeah, you got a shot with a couple $100,000. So we're going to do those. We'll do Omaha sweats before someone will get a seat. The second place gets their money back, and so they can play the next one. So we're going to run those for about an hour. And there it is. We're going to give everyone an hour. If you play the tournament and you want to play some cash, we'll just give you an hour free just to get you in there. Same day, we want you to play the same day. So, yeah, you play the tournament, you bust out the tournament, and you don't want to play the next tournament, although we have one at noon, 5, and 7 every day pretty much. But if you don't want to play the next one, you just burn out, you want to play a little cash, we'll give you an hour to get you started. You go over there, just let one of us
We have a lot of specials, right? You pay $40, you get $50 for the hours. You buy $100, you get $120 for the hours.
Yeah, 40 gets you 50, 100 gets you 125. Well, 125, and then we've actually had a lot of people doing this lately. The 1,000 gets you 2,000. So then you basically are paying halftime. You're paying $6 an hour to play poker, and there's really not a better deal anywhere. And we're here all the time. So
I know a couple of the big game players did that.
it was big. We've got a lot of those lately. We've got a couple of really big PLO games that have been going off here, and the 5-10 no limit hold'em, which goes off a couple of days a week, which has multiple tables. It's
We got an all in here. If Aaron just jams with King 7,
How much is it?
Richard has the same hand.
well, you don't see this every day.
No. But that's a good flop to jam, honestly, against the call. It's not a bad flop to jam.
I don't think you have any of that, Bruce.
Oh, yeah. Ace-3.
Oh, yeah, he had it.
You do know this come back at
They go-
Washington Fair, right? right? You know?
They can't right now, though.
They cannot. Fair is a trip. He's been
Ace 3 in the
a
big
little
one.
bit of a troll, having a good time today. Look at that. Helmet action. Every time we see Richard, they put Phil Helmuth up there.
That's funny.
That's Phil Helmuth in 20 years.
Huh.
So how can I get it now?
Phil was actually a lot of fun.
Phil has always been a lot of fun. I've been lucky enough to been flooring for Phil over the last decade at the World Series Poker, and everyone has their opinions about Phil, but he really is. He's a lot of fun. He's got a good sense of humor. He is really funny, and
He's kind to staff. He's a great staff.
he absolutely.
He's our staff from anywhere from the housekeeping to the dealers. He might chew the dealers out a little bit, but he apologizes with money, and that's not bad.
Yeah, when you're Phil Helmuth. No, he's really great. We love having him out here. He's super generous. He comes out and plays, and he'll stream, film for 5 hours, and then he'll sign 40 books, so that he can get out there and, play with everybody here. And he's a lot of fun. He's Phil Helmuth, and, we were honored to be involved with him. And
21 for blackjack. Only ace 10.
All right.
He's got some milestones. Just when you catch a king and jack, a London straight draw. But I definitely like SS Train's
70?
I need a jack.
I love this angle.
Or a king.
Our production team's really working on some different things for the streams, and I'm glad you guys are.
Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, every time, every
Or put
stream, a little
queen
bit better, a little
like
bit
for the hell of it.
cooler stuff. And
Queen.
oh boy.
Queen, jack, king.
Oh, he's doing the job that we used to do. This is the house that he's got.
Nice hand.
Ace wasn't the one, and
Play with you guys. Nice hand.
Farah.
Farah, great guy.
No, Farah. Yeah, I've known Farah a while too. He's played a lot of tournaments up there at Choctaw and around, and
Called right.
making some money.
I think he picks up 1250, right? Is that right, Brian?
1,200.
So,
I think did they add? I think they put some money down, right? They gave some, yeah.
He picked up the 1200.
You're at 75, right?
Well, the train keeps steamrolling here.
but no, I didn't. But that
Yeah,
was
down to 4 players now, and
It's bigger than 6.
I honestly don't remember. You said you had it straight.
Well, she's not lucking into him either. She's just playing really well.
I don't remember.
93 big blinds. The next.
I think I
That's
told
more
him
than all
the
of
same
them
thing you
combined.
are. I don't know.
That's what
Once
we're
they go
doing.
in there, I forget
She's
everything.
got 93. She's got twice as much as the rest of them. That's fun.
it might be time to really put on the pressure.
She's been doing it.
Really put on the pressure.
I think I would min race every
Gentlemen?
if I was her.
I don't think so.
Min race every
Might be
single
now.
Well, WM has decided that Queen 5 of clubs is the hand, and I feel like Richard is probably going to be calling
Oh
here.
yeah.
He absolutely he did. He said it as just as I said it. He was like, yeah.
SS Train and Anthony get out of the way.
I had 7-3 off.
Not too bad. Live cards.
I already forgot. I think I had a 6. I don't know.
I was brutal, man. That was brutal. I could've
And
went
it's suited.
Yeah, I mean, Jim's been pretty
I
patient,
agree
but
with you, man.
Hey, somebody
I
said sooner
turned
was
in
like
9. I was like, oh my
Hey,
god.
this game's made on 2%, right? I mean, really. Give me 2% edge extra every time, I'll take it. As David Phelps said.
Dave, that's our associate tournament director here at Champions Club Texas, and he is
My clubs are up there.
a huge part of all these tournaments. We couldn't do it without him. So big shout out to Dave.
The Queen 5's actually a
Another red ace.
Absolutely, gotta love that flop.
Oh my god!
Oh no, I don't know how this cards are set up.
Those are mine.
A few more.
There's a lot of cards up top.
Red 10. Not a queen.
Oh wow! Wow.
Holy moly.
Oof.
He's got.
A lot of outs that he got there.
Yeah, it just kept on getting better and better. I mean,
I don't believe
I'm
it.
way down.
I got the button.
all right, Jim.
Nice hand.
Keep it close to you. This table is huge.
Easy game. All you gotta do is double and double.
I think it's tipping.
Can't believe that
Never
one.
get old with this. Reese that Was this a seniors tournament?
Is that Shanice?
Yeah, Shanice.
Oh, Shanice.
Yeah.
Shanice.
You're not going to be young and cute all the time, Shanice. I just want to say that right now. You're going to get this age. And
Yeah, but she's got a lot of years left.
she does.
So
I'm just
That
mad because I'm
happens, it's time
jealous.
to go home. Good Lord, I think I'll try now.
No,
Considering I made the same joke, but I was senior. You were talking about
That's
the ball
exactly
poker
what I
right
was
there.
doing.
119 can't beat that.
Can't believe it, can't
Go
believe it.
downstairs, play poker, have a couple
Come help
drinks
me
in the
out,
beer,
Greg.
go back upstairs and go to sleep.
Absolutely, and then come right back down. We're gonna have games probably going 24 hours, I would assume,
I think we're about a 4-8 mix just going the whole time. Like dealers get off break, just get off work.
and go right to the 4-8 mix. Yeah, that's a juicy game. Get in that one if you can.
Oh,
They've been donating money in that one for years.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Got some good food from it. I bought people dinner last night. You couldn't make it last night. So.
I couldn't make it last night. I was working.
wow.
And you, April, both.
did you find another 40-pound crab to buy?
I'm done. I'm done buying crabs, sir. I'm done. I'm going to catch some blue crabs in the Gulf, and that's about it.
7 calls.
Anthony's a good friend with that. We're at that stage now. We're 5-handed.
Rip it.
OW Andrews.
Come alive.
I did.
It looks like
Think
it.
of another 5.
And what's worse, you drew out
I
June.
think it looks like he's second in chips.
That was the river too, wasn't it? You got me.
Yeah, it was.
He's a little ahead of
Queen on
Richard,
the river.
ahead of, AQ. Of course, Susan's the monster.
Yeah, well.
And Joe's coming in.
All right,
Look at the way he's seated. It looks like Susan against the boys.
Laura.
Laura.
Yeah, Laura against
People call Susan
the SS.
the SS train against the boys.
So our 2.78
Did it all.
million in chips. A lot of chips. There it is. Come on, guys. That's going to be my cue. 18 events. We got a 750K guaranteed main event. That's going to break over $1 million without even breaking a sweat. Lots of fun poker. So whatever you want to play. You want to play Omaha Horse? Come on down. We spread all those games cash as well. We've got all the plaques if you like mixed games. Tournament of Champions free roll. Do not miss this event. Call, book your room. Come on down to Houston and see what Texas poker is all about.
And you know what? The weather's supposed to be decent next week. It's not going to be crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, great job.
We got plenty of space, plenty of parking. We all right. We got some good permits. We made a lot of adjustments for all these people.
Absolutely. We've done a lot of planning for the last couple of months, so I can tell you I've been in a lot of meetings.
The pressure on. Yeah. We will be reporting to Hendon Mob, so this
Absolutely.
Oh, that's nice.
Anything that's got a number on it. So if there's a trophy awarded, so anything with points, we're going to report all of those Hendon Mob. And
we're reporting the 50Ks. I just added this morning, so we should get all the 50Ks we've had.
yeah, we're gonna back do those. So and then very soon, probably starting after the tournament series, all of our Saturday tournaments, our 15K Saturdays, and then our 50Ks, and who knows? We have plans for other things. You know, we got to change it up.
There's a couple plans.
Oh yes, you know, I can't announce them. I can't announce them yet, but you know, Dave and I and April and the whole team are always thinking about fun stuff to do. So there will be some stuff after the series, and maybe more series. You never know. Hey, we love tournaments here. You know, we really love tournaments here. So with that, guys, I'm going to say thank you for allowing me in your booth as always. Absolutely. We'll see you again. Everybody out there, hey, come and check out the Champions Club Texas Fall Poker Open. If you love poker, this is the place to be.
30.
Thank you, Brian. You're the man.
Thank you. Still limp in here with 2-9. I really don't like that play. Put it over 15 big.
Check my position and the condition.
Of your car.
I'm all in.
All right. Looks like SS Train opens and Richard just jams the rest in with his 2-9s. Should be a pretty easy fold here. She's just draw for a 6.
That looks like it was his plan all along, figuring that she would probably raise there.
Yeah, it's not a bad plan at all, considering it worked.
Even if it didn't, I like it.
Yeah, I like the plan. I'd rather have seen the jam, but you're right. It's smarter that way to see a flop because there's so many cards that scare you that when you have 2 9s, you kind of don't want to get outplayed. But yeah, it worked out really well. Susan looks. I mean, Laura SS Train looks good in blue. OWM here.
Ace 9 looks a little different when you're first to act.
Yeah, first to act with just 4
now
players.
Now that you're down to 4.
And he's got enough chips not to go crazy. He can just do a regular open. He can open for.
Now he's up to 620.
Yeah. He can open for 75 and still have most of his chips. I like the 75. It's pretty much the pot with the blinds and the ante.
$70,000.
Well, I was close.
Okay, nice bet.
I like that bet a lot.
Let's go.
Ooh. Richard's taking the passive approach. Oh my goodness, look at this. Richard's got 555 behind him. OWM's got 550. She doesn't have to jam here, but she can definitely 3-bet.
Race.
Yeah, 200. Good sizing.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very smart. Laura's been here before. SS Trains, like Brian says, playing a lot of the Choctaw WSOP events. It puts OMW in a terrible spot, but that's the reason he raised it. He can fold, right? There's a reason he didn't go crazy. He let his hand go.
Right, the hand's good enough to raise, and when you see the action that he had behind him, then he can get away from it. So it's a nice play.
Let's go.
Richards is going to call here for 200. Now we're going to big pot brewing. Let's see if the train keeps rolling.
Get rid of those green ones I just got.
Ooh, Ace 9. OWM's thinking, oh my goodness.
Get punished for a good fold.
Yeah, it's definitely a good fold. It's the right move.
Yeah, there's a $500 difference between 4th and 3rd, so.
Right. What do you like to do? 100 and a quarter?
I'm all in.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was.
Wow, that's gutsy there.
Wow, it's like he could see her cards. That was really well timed.
Right. No fear.
Only 275 to call, 1.1 already in the middle.
I think I got a call.
But the way it was played with him calling the opening raise.
He flatted the
Calling
opening
her
raise and then
3-bet.
flatted her 3-bet.
It really does look like he has an
Ace 10.
ace, so.
Ace 10.
Yeah.
She's going to lay it down, looks like.
She believes the story. That's a nice job. Huh. Yeah, I think he did a really nice job there. I think he put her on a hand exactly like she had.
That's a 8s, 9s, 10s, stacks type of 3-bet.
Oh, just an hour?
Yeah.
I don't think
Another one of those situations where everybody played exactly the way they should have given their hands.
Yep.
Well, Richard, not a lot of people would take that line. It was just a brilliant line.
Yeah.
You what? I'm sorry.
Until the other player turns over ace queen.
Yeah.
I've already done that.
Because I think ace queen, ace king's in the 3-bet range. At least it's definitely in my 3-bet range. Ace king, ace queen, ace jack. But in Susan, I mean, gosh, SS Train, Laura's. I got to stop calling her Susan. All right.
Yeah, I definitely like as the chip leader this
AQ's
constant
jamming
2x or 2.2 type pressure.
Yeah.
You can get away from it and go to the next hand if your opponent shows that they're interested in the hand or fight back at you. And that's exactly what she keeps doing. So.
Yeah. It's okay. Still got a ton of chips. Blinds are now up to 20, 40, 40.
Nice job, Anthony.
Down orbit. That's pretty tough.
You can give the gray hairs a hard time, but they know how to play poker. We can kid around by the senior tournament, but experience makes a big difference.
Yeah, experience as long as you're willing to learn what the new game is doing. And,
Right.
you know, Anthony's in that crowd. He's constantly trying to learn and pay attention to what's going on.
Sounds like something's happening behind the scenes over there.
Right.
I think that's our VIP room.
Yeah, there's that big PLO game going on right around the corner. So there's houses and cars being thrown in the middle in that game.
Yeah. Nice cars, too.
Yeah.
Wow. They're playing back at the train a lot today. But that's what happens four-handed, right? You pick a hand, you make a decision, and you go. Especially at Anthony's chip level. He's got only 10 big blinds.
Yeah, aggression definitely pays here.
But he's only got 10 bigs now at 20, 40, 40. He's got 400,000.
425,000.
We got to start thinking in big blinds now instead of just numbers.
Yeah, actually, you're better off to start thinking with the M factor, counting the small blind, big blind, and the ante, and how many orbits you can go. But it's all the same thing. It just tells you how aggressive you need to be.
Right. What you're picking up.
Yep. So I like Anthony's play here.
I definitely
and
like
SS Train definitely has a hand that she's going to probably call him. She's just taking her time to not make a mistake here.
425.
She's in for 100. It's 325 for her to call. The total bet is 425.
Yeah, 325 for a 950 pot.
In 325, she's got 2.2 million. Oh, she's going to lay it down.
Wow. Giving him lots of credit.
You just want to get blue chip.
This has been a very exciting final table, to be honest with you. Last week, we had a lot more passive lines, even though, you know, today, I like the way they're playing today a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a little surprising right there. I mean, she didn't need that much equity to make the call. And, you know, even if she's against an overpair, she's probably got the right price, somewhere around 20%.
Yep.
But
it's tough, though. Deuces don't look very good Sunday when you get 3-bet.
No, but look at the spot she'd still be sitting if she
I
loses
agree.
a hand. But then again, here's the other coin. She might think Anthony's the most dangerous player at the table.
Right.
And most likely to be able to take a shot at coming back at her. And there's no reason to give a dangerous player chips if you don't have to.
Here we go. She's been putting a lot of interesting spots, though, here. She's got 2-6. She's dominating this hand. Well, it didn't look that down. 65, 35. I thought it'd be a little bit more.
I'll check my position.
Okay.
Well, 6 is more than likely not coming here.
Yeah. Two overcards. Yeah, I remember Richard's shown a ton of weird aggression. So she's going to play a little judo here. Just let's see if we can. She used it. Yeah, so. This is a good check back for her and pick off anything. That's what I think I would have to do.
Yeah, you made it to the river. He hasn't shown interest in the pot since the flop or since pre-flop, so a check call makes sense.
Yeah. Problem betting here is he can come. Can you call or raise?
Call. I call.
Oh, that's interesting.
Check.
Just check back, Susan.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Laura. Check back,
Yeah.
Laura. Let this hand go. My wife's asked me who Susan is because I've been calling every woman Susan.
Yeah,
lately,
nice.
so-
That's not good. I got a pair.
There
And
you
you
go.
win.
She's like, 6? I got a couple of those.
I had a 6-3. Nice hand.
Thank you.
Nice hand. The train picks up some more chips. She's right back at it. We got good cameras, don't we? That's a pretty good
Absolutely,
close-up.
yeah. The setup there is amazing.
Okay, that's a pretty looking stack. 1, 2, 3. This is a lot of chips. Oh, my
And there's
goodness.
no confusing the denominations
No.
either. The colors are so clearly different. Who hasn't been in a tournament where you accidentally throw out the wrong chip?
Oh, man.
Eesh.
More.
Oh, wow. Anthony seeing some weakness and just pouncing.
Nice hand.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily about seeing weakness. He's just seeing the pattern that she's opening up with anything.
Right. Well, she just limped him
And-
that time. That's the thing. She didn't
Yeah.
raise. Yeah.
And, she's putting chips in almost every hand, which she should be doing.
Right.
And he's picking some spots to show aggression, and she's doing the right thing and folding behind.
Right. See if she's going to pick up on it. Maybe if she gets a big hand, she might just limp and see what happens.
Yeah, and it probably doesn't have to be that super big, considering
Yeah.
he's done it a couple times now.
Right. I'm talking just like ace-9, ace-10. They didn't even have to be gigantic. I definitely like opening this on the button, though.
Race.
Yeah, she's showing. I love her play. He might do it again. Looks like he's going to. No, I should see how many chips he's got. Oh, OWM's definitely folding this. Maybe not.
Well, I mean, I know you don't have very many orbits left, but that's not the spot.
No. It doesn't seem like a lot, but he's still got 10 bigs. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to let it go.
Yep.
It's just hard when you have 80,000 in there, right? I mean,
You see those old man coffee events, super seniors and stuff at the World Series of Poker, they have no problem going down to 5.
Yeah.
5 big blinds.
no, 10 big blinds is enough. Just one double up, you're at 20.
Right.
And you got one little blind, and you've got a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, you got a couple of hands. Beforehand, there's not much going on.
Excuse me.
You can hear their breathing, man. I need to send this to the doctor.
Well, it doesn't look like anybody's going to be willing to do an ICM chop. So you may as well increase the variance, get real aggressive, and see if you
Right.
can run up a stack.
I like it. They're not even talking chop. They're here to play.
I won't even offer to take a chop.
See?
We done that last time. I'll get one this time.
Winner.
I don't even want to look at them.
Fade in space. Seniors just play better.
Is it getting colder in here? It's just my imagination.
Susan gets a walk right there. Our mics are very good. They pick up a lot of things. So have a little sleep apnea clinic here. Now let's Susan keeping the aggression up, making it 80,000, making a little min raise. Anthony's going to jam this time.
Getting on every nerve I have.
That's just Train's getting a little tired of this.
Good hand.
She's going to let it down again.
Pardon me, gentlemen and ladies.
Hey, that's illegal.
Can't help it.
Richard with a big hand with 2 9s under the gun.
110.
Makes 110,000 to go. Guess this Train with the ace of hearts, deuce of clubs. We'll probably let this go. Let's see what OWM has. Nope, not much of a threat there. He's going to have to lay down his blinds again. OWM is getting dangerously short stacked at 290,000. Yeah, you're giving 100,000 per orbit, 40-40 on the big blind ante, and 20,000 in the little blind. So he's going to have to pick a spot relatively soon. But again, the pay jumps are pretty substantial right now. Looks like you can hear some sounds from our main team. I could actually recognize that voice. That's from one of 1-3 players. They're having a blast right now. If you guys want to come by and still play, we're still playing. Anthony's going to go ahead and jam all in right there with 2 5s on the button. OWM in the small blind. He's got some free hands coming, so he's trying to figure out what he wants to do with this ace. Yeah, we got a couple 1-3 games with one hand of PLO. So, yeah, you guys aren't doing anything, come by and play some poker tonight. We're still running our high hand special. Every 30 minutes you get $50. No qualifications. Must play at least 1 card. Richard is yawning so much, I'm about to go to sleep.
Not yet. You got a job to do.
Yes, sir, I'm here. OWM is in a tough spot. He's got 270K left. He's got the button left. It's a good fold there, I think.
Yeah, it's one of those spots.
Yeah.
You'd put it in if you were first to act, but you don't want to call it off with ace deuce there.
No.
Everybody has do-overs. Everyone has do-overs.
AQ making a good comeback after those deuces and nines hands where they both flopped the set and SS Train turned a set or turned a full house.
Yep, handled that like a champ. Didn't go broke. Stayed calm. Kept at it.
Yep.
Wake me up when I do that.
That's not a bad spot to shove.
270.
Yep.
You don't love it, but if you get called, you're probably live cards, and that's what you want.
Hey, picks it up. He picks a much needed 100K there.
There you go.
Almost
Gives
a
you an
third of a
orbit.
stack. Yeah, gets a whole orbit. That's the nice thing about having these 30-minute level blinds. You've got some play. If you can pick up the blinds a couple times, you can survive. They're not jumping on you too much. The blue chips, Clayton, as well. The blue chips. The blue chips are 100,000.
I just read the message about was it senior tournament.
Yeah, here we go. ODM definitely somebody who just put all his chips in with his hand.
Well, I would say that the old ABC style seniors maybe don't fare so well, but every single person at this table has changed their game.
Yeah, they're playing. They're playing poker.
370.
SS Train might give her a call here. It's just 370. She's got a pretty big hand with King Queen.
370.
370. She's got 20 in it, and it costs her 350 to call. She has one player, AQ, behind her.
Yeah, 350 is barely 10% of her stack, and
Yeah, but AQ's been really jamming. Oh wow,
Ooh.
he's gonna do it again.
oh, ooh,
She might get honored here and just call. King Queen's a pretty good hand.
yeah, she's got 395 in it. He's got 765 total. It's pretty much a snap call.
Yeah,
367.
Somebody's gonna be sitting good after this.
right.
You know, the SS Train is already sitting good, but
She'll still be okay if she loses.
yeah.
She'll be at 1-6. Let's see. This actually be really interesting. I think sounds like she called. He's just throwing chips in the middle.
Can you tell me how much he spent?
Yeah.
So it looks like he put everything in the middle. This is just the extra if she wants to call.
445.
Is that correct?
I'm sorry. No, it's 395. 395.
I think she's got a call here.
Absolutely.
Getting 5-1. Less than 5-1, 4-1.
Yeah, your equity has to be, I don't know, you're down in the 15, 16% range.
Yeah.
And
she survives. She loses, she's still fine. She wins this hand, the tournament's over. I do feel her pain, though. This is not easy.
Big old pot right there, man.
yeah, if she could see the card, she would have called
I honestly don't.
15 seconds ago.
I
but
think even if she doesn't, like the math,
All right.
there
yeah,
she
it's
goes.
just
There,
too
yeah.
good a price.
There we go. Pot of the night. Let's see what happens here.
How much you need? 397.
AQ can't love having 4 overcards to his 9s.
And OWM's got to like how he's sitting.
Yeah, he's
better
sitting
than he thought he was if she called.
6-8.
Yeah, 2 live cards.
Anthony in a good spot to be back up near chip lead, pull even with SS Train, or Train is just going to run away with it.
Yeah. Anthony wins. He'll be a little bit of a chip lead, 1.9 to her, 1.5. So it's even close, right? I mean, they're waiting for production to let them know this is a big hand. We got build a little drama. There we go. Oh, the ace.
Man.
Ay, ay, ay.
Picks up a gut shot.
Now that's the small pot. The side pot's pretty giant too. Looks like
Only 3 outs to the gut shot.
yeah, but she still can catch a king or queen. And no, wow. Suddenly the field evens out a little bit.
Nice hand. Got up to $1 million real
Wow.
quickly.
Yeah.
I definitely like her call though.
Yeah, once the 375 went in, she's obligated for the rest that Anthony had.
Good hands down there.
Thank you.
Oops, daisy. What?
Oh, why'd she have to say that? No, now I'm getting hungry.
We go hit Whataburger after this there.
Yeah.
I mean, the hand that screwed me was a 9.
Yeah, but you got a pretty good side pot there.
Think a 9 there.
I got bad news for you, AQ. There's no justice in poker.
Yeah. Supposedly it all evens out, right?
Yeah, supposedly. I think they might be looking at chops a little bit now, too. They're pretty evenly stacked.
Yeah, that completely changes the equation. But again, I think from the conversation earlier, they're not interested in chopping.
I want to play that one.
I always say if you can get anywhere near second place money, take it. When the blinds escalate, you don't have the skill advantage that you think you have, but some people just like playing it out.
And that's
you don't get this opportunity very often, and you know.
And if you ever play giant events, they're rarely chopped. So you want to have this opportunity to practice with live ammunition, right?
Exactly.
Where the pressure's there and everything.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a World Series event for stacks of money and not really know how to handle it. Yeah.
I know how to handle it. Be aggressive. Then I'm out. Selective aggression is better.
And then what do you do after level 2?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm out. Then I'm out. I lose. I get heads up. I go aggressive. I lose. Okay, nice hand. Thank you very much. You're killing me, Richard. You're killing me.
Get him some no-dos or something.
No kidding. Get the man some coffee. Anything.
But it's been a long day of playing poker. That was a tough field they had to navigate through to get to this final table.
All right.
You know, it does get exhausting.
So Susan's still in the lead with 1.4. Looks like Anthony, OWM, and Richard are all sitting around the 700, 800 range.
I thought Anthony jumped ahead of that.
No, remember he lost the side pot. He's only got a 790. I'm looking at his stack right now.
You were looking
I
at
thought
total
about
pot?
the whole pot if he had won
Okay,
the 8 days, yeah. Anthony taking a nice, getting a little lucky with that queen there. You know, I remember somebody saying one time, one of the hardest things to do in sports is to make a 3-foot putt after you've missed a couple, right?
I wouldn't know. I've never missed one.
Whatever. But Susan's lost a couple of big hands. Let's see how she recovers. She's still the chip lead. It looks like a lot less, but she's still got them in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
And how she handles it, like right now, she's got 1.5 OWM with that giant pot. She's still a substantial chip lead, with 50%. So how she handles this is going to be really important. She still has the advantage.
Well, she sat down with a little over $1 million, and she's accumulated chips, took a hit, and she's still 400,000 above what she started with. So
right, looks like we're getting a dealer change here. Like I said, don't forget, guys, the Fall Poker Open. The one thing about this tournament that I'm a little sad about is I'll be working most of it because I would love to play in some of these events. And the people of Houston, and I know people. I got the Coils coming down from Dallas. They're super excited to come down there and texting me. Yeah. Jim and Dora are awesome. I got a couple other friends coming down. I've got Justin coming down. People are coming from all over the state to play this tournament. I'm excited. I think one of the nice things Brian and April talk about is when they're at Circus, they see some of these players they see all the time, right? And so they're going to get to see these players for this event. So it's like a nice reunion where you're working 20-hour days. But April and Brian and Dave will be working hard. But I'm sure they'll be happy to see some of these players.
I think that's part of why they come down here, though. It's just such a welcoming group, and you know, you say hi to the people that you've seen before. You're pulling for them when they're in other tournaments, and it's just nice to see them in person for a big event.
Here's my deal. If I snag one of the nightlies, we'll go get some crab.
11.7.
$12,000.
Okay, if you win a tournament, I'll buy you a crab. How's that?
If I win the tournament, I'm buying the crab. That's the whole point. We'll go get some.
That's kind of like the whole hole-in-one thing. Why does that person have to pay for it?
Yeah,
you should be buying his.
Yes, right. Now we'll see how it goes. I'm like I said, I'm excited.
Look at my head or not.
It's a nice little hand. He doesn't have. Now he's got plenty of chips now. OWM has really showed how patience can pay off. He waited. He had 10 big blinds, and right now he's the second chip leader.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the ability to be more aggressive, but that wasn't the position he was in.
Absolutely.
He had to wait for his spots, and it's paid off hitting that ace, and now he's in a pretty good spot to take a shot at this.
Though I would have liked to seen that raise with that king, a small blind versus big blind.
All right, we'll go back through his hands and evaluate him later.
No, I think he's fine. I'm not going to argue. He's played great. But I'm just like, blind versus blind, king's a pretty big hand.
Mm-hmm.
This king jack looks like a giant right now.
It does look pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, 90,000.
Easy fold there with a 5-3.
I call.
Huh. King jack suited versus king jack suited.
Well, this is one of those spots where it's probably going to go to the
position, right? Under the gun.
The person that showed the first aggression. If he continues the aggression, and Anthony's the type of person, he's probably going to continue aggression. So
yeah, if he catches any of that flop, he's going to show aggression.
And the condition.
well, if he catches the flop, Richard's not going anywhere.
Right, but Richard though, I'm not a big fan of that checking in the dark personally.
No, Phil seems to like it though. So
yeah, and Phil's a pretty good tournament player, I think. Excuse me.
Wow, talk about aggression.
You check.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm all in.
What are you doing, dude?
No, dude, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. You're the best guy I ever played against. Okay, I'm all in now.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay. He checked the position. Anthony checked back, and he jams on the turn.
No, Jesus has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, I never met somebody that checks and then acts out of time.
That's the first time it's happened. I never saw it
I
again.
mean, you check every time, and then
That's my business,
and you're
isn't it?
betting. That's fine. Just don't act out of turn then.
I
before
made a
say
mistake.
anything.
I said, hot shot. What are you coming off? You're the guy that played this.
Oh my God!
It's late. They've been playing since 11 o'clock.
I see him chop. I see him chop.
No, actually, screw that. I want to see a fist fight with these two. Let's get these ratings up there. World Star, let's go.
Jeez.
Nah, they've been playing. Tempers are tough right there. I see where both players are coming from. Richard has been checking it, but but Giovanna handled it perfectly. She took the turn out, then he's all in on the turn. Verbal is binding. He check. He says all in. He's all in on the turn. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep, there you go.
Giovanna handled it perfectly. OWM's thinking, whew, I want to go sit by SS train.
All right, that's a hand to jump back on your
Let's get it.
aggression.
But I'm telling you, AQ has showed her. He's come over the top of her a couple of times. But she's not afraid. She's still not going to stop firing. I love this. I love this. I like it that she's not. I'm telling you, this is experience. People, like you said, they're not playing the same they played 10, 20 years ago.
Before you what?
You heard what I said.
I didn't hear what you
No.
said.
Yeah.
You gonna do something to me?
Yeah, shut up, or I'll smack you in the mouth.
You do that, why don't you go to jail?
Oh, there's no reason.
Jeez, guys.
There's no reason for that. There's no
I
reason for
didn't say
that.
a word to this guy all day. We've been playing at the same table. He keeps, because I said, dude, he keeps going, dude.
That's what you called me.
Yeah.
So I'm calling you dude.
There's no reason to threaten violence, though.
Maybe. I want him to smack me. Then we'll find out who goes to jail quickly. Abuse of the
Let me go see if there's any sirens out there, and I feel like we're okay. We're 30 minutes behind here. OWM's like, well, what's going on? I'm just trying to play some poker here.
Yeah. Trying to stay focused.
I'm just singing.
Oh, don't start again.
That's such a good voice.
Oh, jeez.
David's great, though. David has done hundreds of these final tables. He's seen tippers go. So David's handling it great.
David is cool as the underside of the pillow.
He really is.
Calm and cool and under control.
He's calmed them down. Everything looks good. We're blinds are up to 25-50. Hey, Brian, what happened to 30-60? What are these nice gradual jumps? I think you go from 20-40. It's supposed to go to 40-80. I think
it's pretty funny, man. The guy's clearly one of the best in the business, and then people still want to question his
I can't
structures.
believe it. It's just so crazy. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows. And I actually watched him and David talk about different structures and what they're willing to accomplish. They put a lot of thought into these things. They're not just pulling these things out of their hats.
Yeah, well, even the players, they'd be reluctant to come back if these things go until 4 a.m.
Yeah, no. And
so
we've been playing since 11. What time is it? We've been playing for 12 hours. That's a pretty good-sized tournament.
Yeah.
That's a lot of value for your $300 or $200.
Yeah, you don't get to a final table and just have it be dumb luck, pick a hand, shove it.
Yeah. No. I kid, but I did think the structure was amazing. Yeah. I'm just tired, man. I'm old.
You're old, huh? All right, there we go.
There you go.
Apologies. All right, good.
You know what we need? We need some shots. Let's get some shots after these guys.
I don't know. No. Let's not introduce alcohol to this situation.
If I was OWF right now, I'd just order shots and just go. I would just throw some hand grenades just for fun. Susan's the same way. I mean, Lars the same way.
Jeez.
It's not picking up a lot, but that ace-10 was pretty when it needed it. It's 125 in the pot. Richard's picked up a big hand here.
Just calls.
Yeah.
Hoping SS will raise behind him so he can shove, I guess. Oh, no, he's at 8.9. I didn't realize he was so high.
That's unusual.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Can I check?
Yeah, you could check. Of course you could check.
Oh, wow.
Bet 75.
I call.
Call 75.
We're just all old and tired. That's
Yeah, I'm old and tired. I promise you that.
I like it now. These guys are they're making peace, right?
110.
They're making
Right.
peace.
Yeah.
2 doesn't work.
AARP people.
We can pick up a new sponsor here. Like you said, AARP be a good sponsorship for this right now.
There we go.
I turned AARP.
I'm well over 30 years beyond that zone.
Tonight's
Well
tournament's
done.
brought to you by AARP and Depends. Feel free to go get your Depends at the CVS. AARP is a great group for those over 50.
Giving him free airtime. Gee.
That's all right. These 24 people, they'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, we do get a pretty good number of people that watch at their leisure,
They
so.
really do. I can't believe how many people came up to me and said, I can't believe you cursed last week.
Singing Kumbaya.
All right.
Yeah, I remember Richard now. I played with Richard. He went to UT as his undergrad, and he went to Wharton for his MBA. That's where his jacket's from. We talked about that. He likes to show some loyalty. He goes, the schools were very different when he went, almost 60 years ago.
Everything was different 60 years ago.
Are you telling me they're still playing?
2 calls.
Don't learn.
I don't like you raising my blind.
Ooh, what a flop.
Check.
I used to like doing it. I lost that big old hand.
Looks like she might get somebody back here. Check. She's thinking, why doesn't he come over the top now? Probably because he doesn't have anything. Oh, he makes a queen, doesn't he?
I hope it's in this. They're all in that stack. I think it's okay.
Yeah, you haven't verified it.
It could have been messed up, you know. I mean,
He got unlucky and caught a queen there and lost an extra 100.
hold on.
I called you a queen high.
These guys are battling it out. I kind of like it. I like the stick-to-itiveness. It's not so bad this week, Mike. I don't have to drive back to Dallas in the morning. I can just go to bed. Last week I was like, come on, guys, finish this. I got to go back to Dallas.
Now you just go up to your nice, comfortable room.
Yeah, it's very nice, very comfortable. Tomorrow's an off day. I've got some web work to do, but it's not too bad.
I still don't understand why you get a day off.
You know,
everybody else is working.
That's all right.
Come on.
I'm a man of leisure these days. You know what I do on my day off, right? I play a lot of poker.
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
100.
I'm all in.
Oh.
What's he get? Oh.
Oh.
I think eventually he's got to take a stand. This is not a terrible hand to take a stand on. Oh, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I wonder if there's a little bit of history there. He knows that.
Again.
I think, like I said, it's just observation. She hasn't defended yet.
But that's pretty impressive if you just picked that up just from the time at this table.
Yeah.
This is way past my bedtime.
What time is it?
I have no idea.
I feel if David
Not a
places
clue.
right, we can get
My
4
body
rooms
feels
booked
so
tonight.
11:15.
That's a good idea, yeah.
I think right now David should be giving us a, hey guys, we have a poker right tonight. Feel free to get the rooms. You guys have all won enough to cover your rooms.
Oh, okay.
That's a great idea.
I don't think anybody wants to drive home.
No one wants to drive home with a 4th place trophy, so.
Yeah.
Speaking of trophies, I saw the trophies from the big series
I like them.
sitting in the cabinet there.
I got in trouble. I asked to grab a couple of them to put them on display in the end tables, and neighbor goes, "What are they doing here?" I was like, "That was my idea." We got them back in the display, and she's right. Oh wow,
Richard. Oh boy.
Nice hand.
Thank you. We'll see. River's gotten me twice tonight.
it's a big hand here.
Time.
Richard wins this hand. He's gonna be the new chip leader. Whoever wins this hand's gonna be the new chip leader. Looking pretty good for queens. Don't take it off yet, AQ. You have to go back there and put it back on you.
That's a pretty good move.
All right, picked up a couple extra outs. 2 more. Oh, I thought that was a 3 for a second.
Good plan. We'll get over it.
Oh, man.
AQ played a great tournament.
Yeah, he did. And, you know, he wasn't here for trying to just ladder up. He was trying to go for the win. So
I like it. I like it.
Thank you. I didn't mean to make you do all that work.
nice hand for Richard.
He picks up a nice little payday, too. Looks like 1,500, right, for a 4th?
Great timing for queens. Yeah, 1,500. That's not a bad day.
Not bad at all. We're at 2,000 for 3rd, 3,050 for 2nd, and 5,150 for 1st. They cut a little deal. They took up money off 1st and 2nd and 3rd to pay 7th, 8th, and 9th. So
Yeah, that's nice. You don't want to get to a final table and walk away with nothing.
that's true. I've done that a couple times. It is never fun.
I'm sorry.
Well, the blinds are getting more serious now. Chip leader at 40 big blinds.
Yep. I think where they, I think I wouldn't mind just for production value moving OWM to the 5 seat. I hope they think of that, because we can always move the card reader, right? So they can sit there, and that way they're spread out. It's not, these guys don't feel
Yeah.
so crowded. It looks good on TV.
Yeah, they got plenty of space between them though, but
Yeah.
and we've got the cameras that are capable of picking them up wherever they're at.
Right.
But it's just weird sitting there playing like that on a table.
Yeah. OWM might pick a little raise here. Yep, it's gonna make it 100K. Right now, a min raise is pretty much all you need. You know, the blinds are 25.50, making it 100.
Absolutely, 2x is perfect.
This is
In
interesting
this
here.
case, it represents 10% of a stack.
Right.
So, well, she might learn from Anthony and do the jam over the top, put OWM at risk for his whole tournament.
I'm gonna bet that don't.
Probably not,
Yeah, but I would think I would like it if she did. I think changing gears is important.
she does have blockers to the big hand and
Right.
heads up. The aggression might have worked.
And she can make it 300. She
Yeah.
doesn't have to- well,
That dealer button right there can be ranged. His range could be a whole wide group of hands.
are you kidding me? Like 3-handed?
2, 3.
Mine's half the chart.
OWM flopping top pair.
Yep. They both picked up backdoor flush draws.
250.
8 bids, 250.
That should get him there. I'm head out to the restroom. Now that I know where they're gonna play for longer. I was holding out earlier than maybe end there.
Yeah. Nice little pickup.
Oh, yes, yes. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had the 2 greens out there. Yep.
I spend more time stacking.
I want to see how long before I can go to the bathroom.
We got only a few minutes, don't we?
That goes back to our sponsor.
I don't know if I can make 16, but I'll try.
Richard with a nasty looking 5-3 offsuit.
It's not me, I'm sorry. Did I match them up for the people? They didn't need to look at them either.
9-4.
It's a pretty big hand here, 3-handed.
Race.
$115 is the bet.
And OWM looking down at junk.
My 8 folds.
I don't.
What?
What's that? Oh,
Doesn't, I can wait 15 minutes. We do have a break in 15, don't
Yeah,
we?
it's coming up soon. It's coming up.
50-50? We appreciate it, or I do.
Yeah, Brian's going to have to schedule bathroom breaks here.
Stack these chips with a damn.
I guess that's what the breaks are supposed to be, but for some people they're a little too spaced out. King 6 on the button. Probably good enough for her 2.2. She's doing exactly right and keeping the pressure on.
Brave, 110. Eight falls.
Ooh, Richard obviously likes his hand.
Raise, 400.
Nice size 3 bet, up to 400,000.
400.
Make it easy for you.
And SS Train doing exactly what she should. Do the little 2.2 open.
Thank you, ma'am.
If someone plays back at you with that particular holding, you can just dump it, not lose a whole lot, and go to the next one.
You have a small mouth, and you have big mouth.
I'm gonna call up real quick. So this right here is 500,000. 500.
Thank you.
There it is, 7-4 suited. Let's see if he's been watching the streams. Oh, Dan's going to be so disappointed.
9 falls.
Walk in the park.
His boots were made for walking.
Karaoke night, nice.
That's what they used to say about those tires, too. That tire, there used to be a tire song using the same thing. I've forgotten who it was. Goodyear, no. It was Nancy Sinatra that sang that. I think.
And Margaret used to sing that. The boots are made for walking.
But then, what do you call it? I think it wasn't Goodyear. I don't know who it was. I guess I didn't do that. I hope I didn't cause a problem there.
Richard with ace-9 offsuit on the button. Ooh, just calling. OWM with Queen-Jack offsuit.
There you go, good raise.
Oof. Good raise, but not going to work here.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I was wrong again.
It's okay to be wrong, but I
Yeah, I thought that's what he was setting up with the call.
you know, yeah, it's interesting. I was thinking the same thing with Rich, but it's interesting. He doesn't have a lot of value in those ace-9s, even three-handed. They go way up in value three-handed, right?
Yeah. Especially when you're inducing a bet there.
Because the flat is such an easy flat on the button.
You're doing all that fancy
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just one of those things. People are wondering why you're just calling there on the button. And so when you have a hand like ace-9 and you're blocking a lot of the big hands, when you do come over the top, you're going to get most everything to fold unless they actually have a legit hand.
But he's not thinking that.
I thought that's what he was doing. That's a nice little hand to raise it up.
The blinds were 50K. The stacks are about $1.5 million average. So that's still a ton of. That's a lot of big blinds. That's 30 bigs, right? Average stack. Yep.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to go all in, but it puts an awful lot of pressure when you 3-bet there.
TV to see what I
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, big
Did you
hand.
beat a 7?
I didn't see.
Oh,
I never
okay.
looked.
Yeah, I don't look either when that happens. I don't want to know.
I agree with you. Well, we're down under 10 minutes now. 9:02.
I know.
Sitting there.
My leg isn't going like this, so I'm okay.
Don't be in the hallway on the way to the bathroom.
No.
These guys are going to take off.
I feel like I can still dodge him, though, Mike. I think I can still bob and weave and zig and zag if I need to. But you're right. I mean,
okay.
maybe just by pure desperation they get fast. Well, they played 73 hands on this final table already.
I don't think I really want to call you. No, not with that major cards.
SS Train had a big hand, 2-8s.
Yeah, I had one over you. Not by much. I was suited 7 deuce diamonds.
I think the planners are
It's a
going to play
tag
to
team match between y'all.
the end of this break, and they're going to take a little break, I think.
That sounds about right. A lot of times these final tables, they skip the break, but obviously these guys have no plans of skipping the break.
No, and I don't blame them for not. Well, there's no breaks after this, but I don't blame them for not
Right,
skipping the break.
right.
It just both you and I have already taken our breaks.
Yes, yes.
I'm glad you guys decided not to chop, because I don't get any chance of playing shorthanded like this, so it's really nice.
It wasn't logical at the time.
I mean, it's,
And you said OWM has really been talking about studying. This is a great time for to put some of that studying use playing three-handed. There's some of those different charts and those ranges where you're playing three-handed. And
Yeah, Texas is a state that doesn't have the regulated online poker, so, maybe people just don't have a chance to do this very often.
right. So last week, I got so bored. I played. I'm watching the tournament. I got so frustrated. Bubble. I finished 8th. I played 7th. I was so mad at myself. Like I played for 4 hours.
100, is that 105 or 110?
110,000.
110,000.
Yeah, Susan makes a pretty big base in the little blind here with that 9-10 offsuit. OWM's got a pretty
Oh,
good
pardon
hand
me,
too.
pardon me.
King of diamonds, 8 of hearts. I think you can defend with almost any king right now. You might even be able to raise with it.
Yeah, I think he's deciding whether to raise and how much it would be.
Looks like that's
She's
what he's
shown the willingness to fold.
Right. She's folded to AQ a ton. And I think he's picked up on it. OWM is a pretty savvy player too.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
All right, I was completely wrong.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have been. We're gonna have to talk to him about that hand. It's three-handed, guys. You're gonna have to play some poker.
Yeah, it's yes, there was a raise in front of him, but it's three-handed. She's been raising a very wide range of hands,
As she should. Yeah.
and they don't know what you have.
Right.
You have the blocker to a lot of big hands, and your aggression might get the fold, and if not, it's a pretty decent hand. See what happens on the flop.
Oh, she's. Oh wow.
Are you breaking
Not
stuff
something-
over there?
I am.
Yeah.
Again, I'm Dan Fouts. I'm here in the
Same magic bet. I'm not gonna call you.
OWM's folding a ton of kings here, three-handed. You ever heard of the computer hand, the Queen 7?
Mm-hmm.
People say that that's just the break-even point. This Queen
Right.
7 against any random hand is 51%, I think, or 50.5.
Try to get it
or
closer
something like
to you, but.
that. So a king is way above that.
Yeah. Three-handed, it's not necessarily something that you're going to want to go all in if you've got a decent chip stack, but you can show some aggression with it.
Right. And just try a 3-bet now and then, you know? She opens for 100, you've got, that's a lot. You made it 250, 275, 3-bet. I'm curious. See, here's a good spot for her to shove. Well, not shove, but big 3-bet.
It's hard to make pairs, and you've already started with one.
Mm-hmm.
Echo.
Whoa.
Wow.
Much to my chagrin, I have to check. My position.
Nice job, Phil.
It's always under the gun that I have to do that. Sometimes I forget, but I do it. $400,000.
Yeah, he's been so aggressive in these spots here. Just if he sees anything, he just fires at it. It's just he's been walking on water a little bit. He really hasn't run into anything.
No.
He's got to be careful, but it's been working for him.
Well, the only thing you're going to run into is a super strong hand that your opponent's trying to slow play. And
Right. Well, he's been leading with it though. You know,
Yeah.
he's out of position. He's leading
Yeah.
with it. Yeah, they're not. It's interesting. He's done it against her a bunch.
But she checked the flop, so obviously she'd already shown
Got the air
some
conditioning
weakness,
coming
and
on
you
right
got to
here,
figure what
blowing.
hands is she trying to trap you with there.
Freezing in here
Right.
to me anyway.
So you may as well take the aggressive line and try to take it down.
Absolutely.
And it's a pretty advanced play when you're bluffing with, you know, some sort of outs. He had the gut shot at least.
Mm-hmm. And that's a different situation because, like I said, he saw the flop and she checked it.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so confused.
And he's the
with
chip
this.
leader.
There I
Yeah.
go.
That
Got
helps
everything.
too. She's raising. Good for her.
All in.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
She put a little energy into that fold.
She did. Well, she was even said to AQ she's getting tired of it. She's getting jammed on a bunch. So
That's a pretty normal thing at this stage of the tournament, though.
You can't get mad at that.
I'm gonna make the break.
32 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, goodness.
Hang on, 32
I
seconds.
could do it, I could do it, I could do it.
What are we going up to? 60?
32
60,
seconds,
30?
Joe could deal out
Yep.
2 or 3 hands. He is one of the
150 more,
fastest
but
dealers
She
around.
really is.
Oh, man, I feel like I'm on a satellite.
This is a dump it and head to the bathroom.
I fold, but Doyle would be ashamed of me.
Oh, he would.
All right, they're taking a 10-minute break right now.
To the bathroom.
Okay.
I thought I'm saying it would take 30 minutes.
No,
Just
10
to
minutes,
walk
sir, and turn off your mics.
Please turn off your mics. Richard's sitting at 2.285.
Now, he's got half the
I'm
chips
running.
in play.
I can make it, I can make it.
But at this point of the tournament, when the
You
blinds
just move to the
escalate,
same position.
It really
it could
doesn't
go
matter,
any
yeah.
direction. Anything could happen. So 2,000
No
for third,
problem.
3,000 for second, 5,150 for first. Still something to play for.
That's good. David's doing what we're suggesting. It looks like
Are
he's
you
moving
sure?
OWM to the 5 seat. Again, guys, please don't forget, we're having a great tournament series coming up next Wednesday, September 20th. We're going to have 2 weeks of just amazing poker tournament. The first day is going to open with our monster stack. It's a $425,000 guarantee. Right after that, on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we'll be playing for $500, playing for a $150,000 guarantee with 3 flights starting at 11 a.m. They will be there till, and then Sunday will be the restart. We're only doing 1 flight a day. We're giving you guys plenty of play. We're not rushing. We're not crowding a bunch of people into the room. Right after that, so we're gonna have the PLO 100K. Between those, we have nightly tournaments. We have a round of each tournament. We have a horse tournament on that Wednesday. We have just tons and tons of poker action for you. During the Open, if you enter a tournament, you get an hour for free. An hour cash play for free. We should have cash games going 24/7. As you can see there's our schedule. We're streaming 5 final tables, the Monster Stack, the 150K, the PLOK, the main event, and there it is right there, the Tournament of Champions. We're putting $25,000 back into action for you guys with a free roll. We'll be keeping a leaderboard. The top 27 players will get a chance to play in this tournament. We're paying $10,000 to first place. I think it's going to at least be top 6 or 7 will get paid. I think it's top 6 get paid. You get the chance to win $25K, and that's always exciting. That final table will also be streamed. There's so many different ways that all the events you're gonna have a chance to earn points. The only chance you don't earn points will be the satellites. Mike,
Yeah,
go ahead.
those PKO tournaments are pretty popular with the online poker players. Now you get to try one live.
Yeah.
That looks like a fun one.
I'm curious how they're gonna make that work. It's a little harder to do the PKO with the chips and stuff, but you know what? We got the best crew in the business, so I'm not too worried.
They got it all figured out.
Yeah, I'd just like to see how they do it. It wasn't if it was going to work, I see how they did it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cash games are starting to fire up.
Yeah, we got 2 cash games right now. Look at those nice hotel rooms.
Then the beds are super comfortable.
Oh, they really are.
Just got a condo down here. I'm trying to find a way to get the bed over there.
Hey, it's late at night. We sneak one out the back door between 2 of us. I don't think it'll fit in the elevator. Though.
Yeah, that's the problem. You have to take it down the stairs.
We had this special music. I was talking to our boss, Isaac, and his friend is a composer. And I love this, our little theme song right now for the Champions Poker Live. I feel like I need to be Clint Eastwood and have a poncho.
Got that little Western twang to it. Yeah, being in Texas is perfect. Yeah.
Also, like those Omaha sweats. You get a shot, $150. You get a shot at $1,300. You get a shot after $1,300. You get a shot at a couple $100,000 if you win.
You know, if you haven't done one or if you haven't been around to watch them, there's a lot of excitement with those. They're fun. People
really
just
are.
gather around the table. It's crazy.
It's like a craps table almost, right? Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 deep and the yelling and screaming.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I thought it was absolute psycho when I first saw it, but it's a fun way to get into the tournament.
It's growing on you, isn't it? Just like everything in Houston, it's growing on you.
Yeah, bomb pots. And,
yeah.
So.
I still hate bomb pots.
Everybody's got to take their damage and gain their scars from bomb pots.
Yeah.
So.
I've won some big pots and bomb pots, but I sure have put some money in some tough situations in there.
Yeah. Who hasn't had nut on the turn only to get nothing on the river?
Especially when it's 3 or 4 way action too. They both hit the nuts change. You're feeling heads up. You don't feel so bad. 3 or 4 way, you know you're just done for it.
Yep, absolutely.
At the place I used to work, we used to have a 24/7 bomb pot table, just straight bomb pots.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Like just a low buy-in bomb pot?
No,
just over and over?
no. This was one of our biggest games. It got deep. We're talking sometimes $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 stocks. They're playing anywhere between $5 to $15 bomb pots. 5 cards.
Nice.
So you can really have some things tightened up, and somehow you still lose.
Well, let's see here.
What's a non-poker thing in Texas that you've kind of discovered that you kind of like?
Well, we've gone down and seen all the in the museum district. That was some pretty neat stuff down there.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the zoo. Oh, okay.
How was the museum district? Dan was telling me he went with a friend. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they have a really great dinosaur exhibit down there.
Dinosaurs visit relatives, Mike? Is that how that? You're like 5 years older than me. You're not that much
younger than me, so I don't know if that really works.
It's just easy. You're just more gray hair. That's all that really is.
Just because you use just for men and your hair's still darker, I mean, come on.
You know, those products work. That's why they probably. But no, that's really neat. And as a matter of fact, for some of us might be going to Galveston tomorrow. I was going to tell you about that if you're interested.
We've been to Galveston a couple times. Swam in the muddy water.
Yeah, it's clear eventually.
But the restaurant that's down there, the Guido's or something similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure the name.
Right on the seawall, right?
Yeah, amazing. It's a seafood restaurant, but wow, they're pretty famous for their pork chop too.
Oh, good. Well, I like me a good pork chop. Let's not pretend.
Well, yeah. So, well, let's see what we got. We don't have a.
What else we got going here? It's gonna be a busy time. The crew really comes together when we're crowded. I know we've picked up some out of town dealers, so we're ready for them. We're adding tables. Brian and April are walking around, seeing what needs to be improved, what needs to be done. We're ready. We've got a couple of our good old floors are coming back from their circuit days. They're bringing the band back together for this thing. So.
This band has stayed together for a long time, and when they have a big event like this, they know how to bring in the best dealers. And I dealt in a World Series of Poker, the one right back from COVID.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest, some of the dealers weren't top notch.
Right. That won't be the issue here.
That will not be the issue here. They make sure that the dealers are on point, and so it's going to be a great tournament series. Yeah, they even hired me at the World Series. That's how desperate they were.
Yeah, well, I think you're pretty good. I watched you deal. It wasn't too bad.
It was a pretty good experience, and I'm glad I'd learned how to do it, but that's not my thing.
Right.
I'd rather just donate at the table than deal at the table.
I don't think you donate that much. I've hacked into your poker stats. You're doing all right. No, it's fun. There's a lot of fun here. We have some time. I want to ask your opinion. So one of the best things I think I love about Champions and kind of the Texas model in general is you pay for time. And some people are always talking, they think the difference between, like, you go to Vegas, they take a rake. Let's say a reasonable rake is $5, right? Wouldn't you say? A good dealer will get out, especially with the dealer machine, will get out. Let's even it out. Let's say we get 20 hands out. No, it'd be more. 30 hands out an hour, don't you think?
Yeah, you can go a little bit more than that, but let's say
30.
if you have
Let's go to
30.
the low end. 30 times 5 is $150 leaves the table. And that money leaves the table.
Yeah, like a vacuum.
Right, like a vacuum. And then when you're paying for time, at $12 an hour, that same hour with 9 players, that's less than $100. That's a 50% difference.
Yeah, and a lot of these places, the players end up getting what they think are free hot dogs, free this, free that.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're paying for them.
No, you're definitely paying for them.
And the food here is amazing, so... come play for a little bit lower. We don't have the rake; we have the hourly, and
we have specials in the hours. You can pay for those $10 an hour. Well, looks like we're back in action. While I do like these angles now, they've changed the camera angles. We're down to 3 players. They've put it up there, and I'm a big fan. Look at this. That new set looks good.
Yeah, Champions logo shows up great.
We don't have sound. They give us a warning that there's no sound right now, but they'll get the sound back up for you guys in just a second. So.
Oh, that looks like a shove. What was that? Nope. Just slamming some chips down.
All right. Oh, wow. Richard's got a big hand to start here with ace-king. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
He's definitely going to
gotta
raise
act
here.
like he's got a tough decision here. All right.
Not too tough. Looks like he's making it 170 to call. OWM's got check 8. This is interesting. What's the blinds? The blinds are 30, 60. He made it almost 3x. It's probably, yeah, you can't call here. It's more than a 10th of your stack. It's more closer to the 5th of your stack. But again, he's got 120K in the pot, 60 in the blinds and 60 in the.
Yeah, completely different ball game if you're the one raising Jack 8 suited, but I think he's a little priced out on this one.
Yeah, good fold.
Good job.
All right, Joe should get some hands out. We might get in pretty good shape here. Just say we had 58 players started today. We got 3 players left. Looks like Champ put a little bit of an overlay in. Not too bad. I think it was like $3,000. Consider all things considered, it's been a pretty good Saturday. These players have got some good play in it. So Richard's got some lucky dice. He's got some chip protectors. He's got all his good voodoo out there right now. Oh wow, the Ace King's getting passed around. Ace King suited for SS Train here. She's gonna put a raise in.
Oh boy.
So she's gonna make it 100 and 140, 135. I like that raise. You don't mind a call here. Then Rich is probably going to call with ace 4.
Yeah, 3-handed button raise. You're either going to call or raise.
Past history, he's just going to call. He really hasn't been too aggressive with these hands. He's more of a post-flop player. You've seen him jam more post-flop than pre-flop.
Yeah, he's got plenty of aggression, but he saves it for later streets when he's got more information.
Certainly don't hate that. I think Susan's got a C-bet if he checks her. He checks. Laura, SS Train. Let's probably put a C-bet in here. There it is, 150. Another, same thing, 135. Oh, no, a little bit bigger, 160. She ups the size a little bit. This is where he plays a little odd. He calls, he doesn't raise, then he checks. And then he checks again, remember? That's what he did the last time when she had the 6s.
Yeah, I'm not a super big fan of it, but he's obviously done it long enough. He gets a good read on people, and he decides whether he can steal a pot here or there.
He might think the ace is the best hand right now.
Yep.
See what he does. He checks. Susan checks. Or to the river, and he's going to fire at it.
Yep. Past history, when he sees that check, sees that weakness, then he pounces on it.
325.
It's a nice move.
Big old bet.
Ace high doesn't look so good. So many combinations of hands at least connect a little bit with that board. And there's probably no way that you would get most of those hands to fold.
No. She's thinking about it. Again, past history, he's made some bets. I wonder if during the break she took a look at some of those hands.
Yeah, maybe contacted somebody that gave her some information, but
Yeah, that's her fold look right there. Yep.
Richard getting a little creative, making it work for him.
Right. He's made that play numerous times.
Yeah, there's no one right way. He's found a way that works for him.
It's
So
working really well, especially with these players. Uh-oh.
okay, I don't know what that was.
She's cold. I think it's in the cold. We can handle that. We can fix that. David's got control of the thermostat. They don't have to get too upset.
Look at that face of disappointment. You're hoping you got something on the button, and maybe someone will play back at you, but not even anything worth a raise.
No. Susan gets a walk. Come on, OWM, use your big chips. Makes it easier for everybody.
Trying to get rid of those smaller ones.
They're not going anywhere. You're going to get them back if you... No, that's one of my... As a dealer and a turn player, I always like to use my big chips. Anything to speed the game up, right?
Yeah, you would think. I don't know if you were ever at the old Champions, but the big PLO games that were going on there, nobody liked to color up.
Yeah,
So you'd have the big multi-way all-ins, and then the dealer would have to stack out mountains of chips.
Oh, yeah. Again, Richard just flats with the ace-9 of hearts right there on the button. Wow, Susan does defend. OWM gets to see her free flop. Flop's an interesting hand there. Got a little bit of a gutter. He's gonna shove, right? Yep. Top pair, top kicker.
Yep, versus top nothing.
Yeah, gutter. Richard's definitely taking those over. SS Train is still well. She's hanging in there. And WDM is patient. But right now, Richard definitely has the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Just eyeballing this. Looks like SS Train's at 100, 2, maybe 500. Yeah, Rich is really just steamrolling him at this point with the blinds being so big.
Yeah, the tides have definitely turned. I still like SS Train's style here. She's got a good chance to be able to come back.
Right.
And OWM is being pretty selective. If he finds a couple good hands here, he might be able to double up and be right in it.
Wow.
That's not one of them.
He's in defend. But
he doesn't want to disappoint Doyle. He already folded it once.
But here's the thing. Past history, Richard has not really raised from the buttons much. It might change now three-handed, but he really hasn't. You can see some flops. But it looks like, honestly, against Richard, if I was these guys, I might just flat and see some flops and see if I can catch something and trap him. I wouldn't. He's calling all raises, but he's not.
Yeah, if your raise isn't getting him to fold anyway and he's unlikely to raise behind you, see the flop.
I see flop. Maybe catch something and then check it to him and see what happens.
I normally hate limping, but it might be a good strategy with him.
Because you're not. One of the reasons you hate limping is because you don't want to get jammed out of a pot, right? It's not happening here. I definitely would raise with my good hands, but some of my more anything, I think I might just limp and see any pot right now.
Yeah.
Because the blinds, you've got 30,000 in it. You got 120, 150 in the middle. You're putting 30 to catch 150. You're never a 5-to-1 dog if you know the guy's not raising it.
Right, and three-handed, if you even catch a pair, you're probably sitting good.
Yeah.
So
let's see. I'm curious if they pick the. As soon as they say he doesn't raise, he raised. So maybe my strategy's not so good. Queen 10's not a bad hand though. Let's see what he does with some of these other hands. So he's sitting pretty. That's a 1.5 million, 2 million, 2.3, 2.4. He's definitely got more than half the stacks. Half the chips.
Definitely good enough to pop it here.
Yeah, and she doesn't have much left. She's got 10 big blinds left. I think that's what she's doing. She's going to go ahead and jam it right here.
Oof.
Yeah, I got to take a sip before I think about this. Is what OWM is thinking.
It's a pretty looking hand.
It's all his chips. I mean, they're both very equal. If it's not all his chips, it's most of his chips.
You'd rather be the one jamming than calling, but looks like he's seriously considering calling here.
Looks like, well, he's moved forward a couple. Oh, he pulls back.
A little pump fake.
He pump faked me. I bit. The quarterback bit.
Yeah.
Hadn't changed. He's doing it.
Going for it. Gonna like the shape he's in here.
He likes it. He likes it. He likes
Yeah.
it. You're never in great shape again with Jack 10, but that's as good as you're going to get.
No, anytime you're gonna call a shove like that with a hand like Jack 10, you're hoping for a coin flip. It's not the best spot, but you know, it's just time to gamble.
He had, like I said, 120 in it, so he's got a lot of outs now. He's got 10 Jack or Queen.
Odds went down a little bit, but his outs went up.
Yeah. Still not bad. I'll take 60-40 here. Oh, he can catch a king, too.
Yeah.
10 Jack, Queen, or King. Any face card.
Yeah, some chop outs there.
Any Broadway card but an ace. No, there's no chop outs. He wins if he catches a king. Oh, she holds.
Yeah, and she holds. All right. Did she have him slightly covered?
No, he's got 35,000.
Okay.
He's got a small blind.
Yeah, I don't hate it. There's that classic number matchup thing of, you know, how ace-king compares to 10-jack and how 10-jack compares to small pairs. So,
right.
You know, even though it wasn't suited, is the normal comparison.
I don't hate it. Plus, at this point, you're tired. You're not going to flip eventually anyway, so this is not a bad flip.
Yeah, I mean, there are some hands that you would be dominated, but so be it. You got to gamble sometime, and he chose that time.
And again, I think it's happened a bunch where he doesn't like having, you can tell it pains him to fold that big blind. Like every time we've seen it with some way worse hand, he's sitting there looking at it, right? He's kind of doing the math in his head. I've got X amount of chips in the pot. I've got X amount of chips left. What can I win? Yeah, and with 120 in it, the math is definitely right to call Jack 10 majority of the time.
Yeah, that whole stack to pot ratio thing, and you're trying to figure out what your equity would have to be. So it's more than likely the right call, but you hate going out of the tournament calling off with a hand like that, but that's just poker. You have to do it sometimes.
Right.
I'd much rather get knocked out of a tournament after I've shoved all in first to act.
Than calling all in.
Right.
That's a Strain's got a little smile back. It's nice to win a pot. She's been behind a bunch of them, so. But that giant lead she's got's kept her in the match.
Well, she's played well. She's stayed aggressive, and
They've all played well. Yeah,
she's gotten out of the way in situations where she might be in trouble, even even if she was still ahead, she would have been, no way to really know that, or slightly ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. OWM's got a little. Oh, wow.
Oh, well, he was ahead.
Well, yeah. Richard's just calling here. There's a little bit on the side. Seven. So we got a 7, don't they?
They both have a 7.
Yeah, that's bad. But he's got a flush draw with his 7, OWM. But there's a lot of diamonds in the other people's hands, too.
Yep, 2 of them are out of play.
All right, they're going to turn the hands over. Let's see if he gets some picks up with extra lives here.
Seven diamonds or 3 kings. It's the only thing that could save OWM.
Oh, there it is. But now,
all right. Now you
he's
got
got
to avoid a diamond.
Avoid a diamond.
There's 6 left.
All right. That's a little life.
The old chip in a chair, right?
That's right. I heard that Jack Strauss story about the chip in the chair where he bet. He didn't say all of he bets. He loses he bets. He has a $100 chip left in his napkin he didn't see. The other player just said call, and they ran it out, and then he loses the pot, but then he gets up, but then the tournament director, of course, that's still his chip.
Right.
He gets it, he runs it up, he wins the WSOP. Now, of course, the fields were way smaller then, but it's still pretty impressive.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, sorry, Fade and Spade. We had a little bit of technical difficulty. The sound probably back on a little bit. They told us that the sound wasn't turned back on during the break. I think a lot of them turned off the mics to go to the restroom, and we had to make sure they were off. We didn't need to hear that. We're going to get it back on in about 5 minutes, I think. Thank you for staying with us late at night. It's almost past 12:30. It's past my bedtime.
Way past Eddie's.
Yeah. Eddie takes a lot of naps. He'll be all right. He naps more than any grown man I know.
Absolutely, unless they're in their 80s.
Yeah. He naps more than any 30-something-year-old I know. Richard checks. Looks like SS Train makes a bet there of 100K. Richard's going to call. We've seen this play out a bunch of times. Richard checks.
Got shot and over, and I guess he's counting his backdoor flush draw.
Now she's picking up a gut shot. He checks. She's going to show a little extra. She makes it. She gets there. That's interesting. He didn't fire that time. He might have seen something. He's been firing at that spot. He's going to call, though. He calls, and then she's going to show him the bad news. He calls it ace high. Uh-oh, the train is coming back. The train's now, well, what's over $1 million? She's picked up a lot. She's not
right at $1 million.
No, she's a little bit more. She picked up 600,000 on that bet. It hadn't shown it yet, but she's going to have 1.3. No, you're right, $1 million. I thought, yeah. Your math is pretty good.
Well, if I'm looking at the right numbers to add up, yeah.
Yeah, but it was just weird that I think 61.24, because the last bet was 225, and that bet's gone. Anyway, we'll see.
Oh.
Can you read lips? What did he say?
I cannot read lips, and I'm not very good at charades, so.
Sounds like movie. No, these guys are troopers. They've been playing since 11 a.m. At least I think all 3 of them started. I don't think. Did OWM late reg? I know Laura, SS Train, and Richard started early. I dumped them.
He is not a late reg person. He likes being there at the start.
So he's been here the whole time.
And maybe I'm a little old-fashioned. I do as well. So
There's certain times I like late reg. It depends. Like these series tournaments with the add-ons, I don't hate it. But I'm here to play too. I'm like you. Well, there's not much left. Yeah, I was just to say. He's not folding. Sixes and
ooh, that's a bad spot.
yeah.
Can't blame him.
Tough now.
Down to 3 outs, just the king.
Any king, any king. Here we go.
Nope.
Nope.
Well,
WM
SS Train
has-
runs him over.
Has a great tournament though. Wow, we saw him play disciplined, good, smart poker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rewarded with $2,000. Nothing wrong with that.
That's a pretty good day. His wife probably won't even be mad at him for being gone all day.
No,
So
I think she'll be fine. She'll be fine.
nice job, OWM. Third place, $2,000.
Rich is still with a pretty substantial lead there, 3 million to 1 million, 52 bigs to 19.
Well, heads up definitely goes to the more aggressive player.
They've both been aggressive, different, right?
Yeah, different times,
Yeah.
different ways. But I don't know. I think she's got to be considered a slightly more aggressive player, so this will be an interesting heads up.
Right. Her frequency is almost 49% compared to his 31% of the Russian frequency. So, and here's where we've talked about this before. Heads up with the big blind ante, the dealer button almost always has to call, right? Because you've got 30 in it, then you've got 120 already in the middle of the pot, right? Or actually more than 120, 150. So you're calling 30. It's always a 5-to-1 proposition. Now,
Yeah,
you can get raised out of it. You could always get raised out of it, obviously. But I just don't think.
Well, the button X first pre-flop, and I like a raise with almost every hand.
Almost every hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least, again, with Richard I call, but you're right, a raise almost every hand.
I don't think that's what we're going to see here, though.
No. We're going to see a little bit of it.
You just want to play your bigger pots when you're in position.
Look, he raised it and he picked it up right there, yeah.
Yeah, and if you can consistently be raising when you're on the button and your opponent isn't, you have a huge advantage in heads up when you have some chip stacks.
I definitely think Richard should raise every button with the chip lead. I think he's going to do it, so we'll see. You're right. We'll see how it goes. And let's see if I ever get to the final table, I follow my own advice. I'll probably do checking and folding too. It's real different under the lights, right? Where it's easy for us to sit here and talk
Just
about
fold and pre, yep.
it. Yeah, no. Forget that. That's not happening. Oh, wow. We got a little bit of a hand here.
Ooh. There's got to be some money going in.
Oh, she's all in.
Ooh,
He's
man.
He's got a snap call, yeah.
Absolutely. And she is in bad shape.
She really is here. But if she can sneak out of this, she'll be even. We're really close to it. She's standing up.
Richard, a little better than a 3-to-1 favorite.
Oh, she patched the king.
Wow.
Now he's in terrible shape.
2-to-1 favorite, sorry.
Yeah. Now only he has to catch an ace. He's at 16%.
Oof.
Cool. You know, he's got a couple of outs now. He catch an ace or a 10. Oh, he gets
and
it. It
he
wins the
gets
tournament.
there. Wow. What a hand. Jeez.
Good job, SS Train. Great job, Richard, and the winner of $5,150. Nothing wrong with that. We'll see if he'll give me a loan on the way out. We'll see how it goes.
Great
Good
job,
Good
SS
job,
Train.
$3,000 for Laura and SS Train, and $5,000. It's good. I'm glad these guys did really well. Very happy. They played well. They played it down. They played with a lot of class.
Laura, it was a pleasure playing with you.
Hey, there's our
Oh,
sound.
there's our sound.
Yeah.
You got there.
You got the king.
Good night, everyone.
Very
Good
nice
night.
job, Richard. Well deserved.
Right.
Way to
Great
stick
final
with it.
table. Thank you, Mike, for sticking with me. It was really much more fun to have a friend here.
Hey,
instead of by yourself.
I was glad to join you. It's fun being in here.
We're getting very good at
Thank
this.
you, sir.
I think we're building
There's
a
a
good
copy
team here at
of those
Champions on
two
every
pictures
level,
you're taking.
right?
Yeah, we got several people that can step in and do the job if they
Would you
need
send
to,
them
and there it is. There's our big fall poker open.
I can't wait.
Yeah, come on down. Call the hotel real quick. There's a few rooms left probably for the big tournament series.
Right?
Starts Wednesday, September 20th.
25,000 free roll tournament of champions.
One of the group.
Can't wait to see that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna see these people that you've been hanging out with for 2 weeks. They're gonna get there. They're gonna have a good time. It's all a free roll. I got a feeling the booze will be flowing. They're gonna have a good time.
10 grand for first and a free roll is
Yeah,
crazy.
That's mind blowing. And but I like that you earn your spot in the free roll too, right? Because you've been battling this whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. Come in, win an event or two, and
Really fancy.
put yourself in a position to go after that free roll at the end. Nice little
I
bonus.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, thanks again, Mike. Thank you for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. Don't forget, we're going to have lots of streams. We're going to have a cash stream on Wednesday. We're going to have a tournament stream on Thursday. Thank you very much. Men signing out.